Fish, I was gonna send you a selfie of me today without glasses, without sunglasses. I have it in my phone. I'm gonna send it to you. Should I send it? Alright, I'll send it. I'm insecure about the way I look, but I look okay, so I'll send it. What's up, Coda Knights? How you been? Good shit, Knights. I hope you're having a great time, bro. Yeah, I'm on early today because I wake up at 6 to go box at 7. Then I gotta go open up my restaurant, meaning building it from scratch, so more working out. Then I get home. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow night. I might be too tired. So, we'll see. 12 days sobriety. Joy. I just started boxing. I have mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like years, but I'm not good at any of them. That's the truth. I'm totally realizing how bad I actually am going into a boxing gym and trying to adopt that technique. It's so confusing after you come from a Muay Thai background, dude. Yeah, I'm not strong anymore. I'm getting back, though. I'm getting back. I'm making gains, that's for sure. Well, I gotta be honest, man. When I was 23, that like around then, like actually 26 is when I really started like that's when I started doing the Muay Thai and everything else, dude. Um, yeah, I get it, man. You know, do you, but just realize that you know, when you do put effort forth in, you know, taking care of your body and stuff, it helps other aspects of your life. glad life is good for you, man. You deserve it. Bro, really? Old? How does this look fucking old? Stop that. Stop that now. Okay, fair. That was fucking 8 years ago, dick.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
All right, fish. Oh, God, dude. My earphones are fucking up, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Fish, how long did it take you to get any semblance of, like, sobriety? Once you stopped smoking weed, like, how long did it take you to feel, like, not high? When I first got here, there was no beard. That's true. That is absolutely true. Wonderful. I think I want something a little more high energy than this stuff. So let's see what we can do. Oh, bloody hell. What do I want to listen to? I know my energy is low, guys. I'm fucking tired, bro. But we'll be good. We shall be good. God damn it. Fuck you, fish. It's not a cold. 7% not a cold. It's not a cold. Follow me. Deep house vinyl? Yeah, I don't want this either. I don't even know what the fuck I'm in the mood for. Give me some suggestions. Give me some fucking song request. No, on second thought, I don't want any of that right now. I'm gonna skip every troll song you guys give me, dude. Every troll song is gonna be skipped, just so you know. I'm in that mood. No, it's gonna get skipped. It's the cranky jester. What do you want from me, Boozy? No, put on some good fucking music. What's the problem? There shouldn't be a problem here. You come here just to fucking troll me? Can you not have a good time with music? I am the grumpy jester. I am the cranky jester tonight. I need to get sleep, dude. Have you not had your fill of Ram Ranch? I'm confused. It seems like after hearing Ram Ranch 20, 30, 40 times, you might be sick of it. Boozy, how are you doing, buddy? I feel high. And I'm not. I haven't smoked weed in 13 days. It's day 12. And I feel like shit. Fish, when does it get better? I haven't heard Ram Ranch since I was joining the military. That's not true. It's bedtime for you, Boris? There is a new episode of Pluribus tonight. I really like this show. I think you should sue the Air Force, Fish. That's what I think. You wouldn't win, but you should still sue them. On this here Veterans Day. You get up at 5:30, I get up at 6:20. I love you, Boris. It's hard to know when it gets better. I started drinking immediately. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I haven't had a drink. Yeah, I'd love to go into debt for that, right? Well, my problem wasn't with the Air Force. My problem with your fucking piece of shit commanders. No offense. The people who didn't appeal your shit, yeah, they can go to fucking hell. They're pieces of shit. So yeah, salute to all veterans except for them. Damn, dude. Yeah, but I mean it. Fuck those guys. Anyway, I'm gonna drop it now. What up, Louie? Howdy, brother. You got this. Progress doesn't show right away, but in time, I promise, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Shroomish. I just hope I make some fucking progress boxing. I already have, but it's like, there's so many people that train with so many different styles that I'm like, and I come from Muay Thai. So it's like, I'm already hand up when they're telling me to leap forward. I'm like, aren't I supposed to fucking turn on the ball of my foot and sink into the punch? And then today someone's like, yes, that's what you're supposed to do. I was like, God was telling me different yesterday. Because there's Mexican style boxing, there's British style boxing. I just want to learn, you know, what works best for me. What you're doing is hard, not easy at all. I know. And I appreciate your acknowledging that. That's been very hard. Unfortunately, it's all political. The one who stands up for me commits career suicide. It's like running for office as a third party. Hey, guess what, Fish? And I know you know this. The armed forces is all about having integrity and stepping up to forces that have ill will towards morality. So fuck those motherfuckers. That person that didn't step up for you is exactly why I will not honor them. Because as a military service member, you should be doing the right thing despite adversity. They say they're all about integrity. Well, those fucking motherfuckers who did you dirty, they're all bitches as far as I'm concerned. And it kind of sucks having bitches in the military, but I guess shit happens, right? That's not integrity. That's cowering. That's cowering to the majority and being a fucking pussy. So it just surprises me that there be so many pussies in the fucking Air Force. Wow. Got people like that defending us. We don't have a fucking hope in hell. I make more money now in 2 weeks than I did in a month there, even including benefits. I get it, bro, but what you did, like, even though, like, you know, you were doing it for you, you were still making a sacrifice for the country we live in. You know, no matter how you fucking look at it. And I feel like they spit in your face. You know, like, a mistake was made, but I feel like they spit in your fucking face. And like I said, I think they're fucking pussies. Any other branch probably would have kept you think? Yeah, that's like the point of the fucking being in the military is like you have so many fucking like grunts and fucking yahoos doing the wrong thing. You should step up and be like, look, we're supposed to hold ourselves with the utmost integrity and morality. You know, and if you don't fucking represent that, maybe you don't belong in the fucking military, dude. First time getting in trouble, almost 3 years in. Yeah, lots of trouble, but still retention likely. Anyway, I think, you know, and those motherfuckers, like, I wrote a fucking whole letter for you, and that's another thing, too. It's like, what, did I waste my fucking time? Obviously not, because you saw how I felt about you in this situation, so it's not completely a waste of time, but still. You know what I hope, Fish? I hope fucking karma catches those motherfuckers. That's what I hope. We'll leave it at that. I hope well-deserved karma affects those people career-wise. Big time. And it was an accidental mix-up. He thought he was hitting a nicotine vape. And they lied. Didn't they lie about your results as well? Or just like, they didn't take his sober results into account. Like, it was all fucking dirty, dude. It was all fucking dirty, bro. It was dirty. It was fucking dirty. Well, you got me passionate today. I'm fucking sober as fuck, bro. Yeah. So it was like, yeah, a mistake was made, but it was like the sacrifice that this dude quit everything to go in there, literally, and stayed that way for, it was, anyway. The hilarious part is at the exact same time, a dude got retained after getting arrested for a DUI. Man, I know so many people that were deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan that were smoking more than just weed on a regular basis, but it wasn't even that. It was like, to be honest, to go to bat for him, like, he quit weed like I did, and it wasn't easy. And he did it as a sacrifice for his family and to get a nice career and stuff like that. And literally, it was one time he had no idea. He was clean after that, and they didn't take that shit into account. Like, he literally pissed clean in order to get off scot-free, and they literally didn't take that into account. From what I know. This just in, Air Force determines driving drunk less serious than smoking weed. That's what I'm saying, bro. I might sue those motherfuckers out of principle, bro. Anyway, if it's people like that are in charge, that are gonna, like, you know, just do what the consensus thinks and not think for themselves, they should not be in positions of power. No, he didn't know. Like, he as far as I know, he tested. And he was like, I have what? And then he pieced it together, from what I know. Or maybe he found out that night, I forget. But like, he would not have done it had he known. Yeah, he said randomly and at least once a year, and I found out after I pissed hot. Yeah, it's unfortunate timing, but you know what? It's probably for the best, to be honest with you. Who wants to work with people like that? Like I said, a mistake was made, but like how honest the dude was about the whole thing when it was truly a mistake, it disgusts me that they would have thrown him under the bus because it was political. It was fucking political. He told me a little bit about it, but it was basically like people wanting to keep their jobs and stuff like that. So as far as Fish goes, the people that Fish worked with in the Air Force that made those decisions, in my opinion, are fucking pussies. And it's unfortunate we have pussies like that in the armed forces. Because if you're in the armed forces, you probably shouldn't be a pussy. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. It really pissed me off. I wrote a big letter of recommendation and so on and so forth. In fact, I thought that would be the thing, if anything, to kind of push it over. But that's just my ego. I'm a stupid man. I wonder, Fish. You know what you should do? I mean, you should get Jag to fucking investigate them. Or whatever. Hang on, guys. Sudden inexplicable urgency to secure a sure shot shape paperweight pay demand simultaneously in survival mode and looking like 100 violations of the fire code. Design to die alone moments after styrofoam, but not before these no names go the way of the dial tone. Don't. Yo, could you do me a favor? Could you go to the black hole super red, please? And can you grab me? It has a warning label on it. It says something bad's gonna happen to you from the product. Can you bring me one of those? Staring at the sun until one of us blinks. When it does, I'm running for the tunnels, hated blood in the creek. Bloody hell, every day I wake and one up a king whose kingdom come to refer to me as the wonderful thing. One of the filthiest fish in the azure. Cut a political act to the particulate matter. Should have presented as a pattern, put the pig out to pasture. This ain't that action figure in the original package. We in the shit with the taggers, bastards and bullies and baddies and bitches and bummers who shuffle out of the shadows with the limbs of another. Trap jaws, heads, stay puffed arms in a cape evader over rollerblading Barbie with a bow from Hank the Ranger. Bullseye in danger, I'm a surgeon at 70 yards. As long as the target is not a Snellen chart. Hello from the hell and back to autograph an X mark. Leaving the treasure for the next man, the best part. Don't show up at the get down, talking that holy as if you ain't hellbound. Similarly, don't show up at the get up, talking that hellish as if you ain't blessed up. Just don't. Just don't. I'm on a higher kind of prowess. I'm somewhere in the melee while I'm somewhere doing Tai Chi on a mountain. Only out of bed to pick the lock and smuggle in his Visigoths who love to redesign the hillside little box by little box. So get these businesses to page a stranger on the intercoms. The kind that sound real till you realize they did you wrong. Oh, this is definitely checkers. I don't play chess. A sack of city atlas is actually way less after. Mermaid leather in the truck. It's only in poor taste if you ain't never been a one. Pickle the hand of whoever signal is man's. That's a 5-wick candle and a bib in the sand. My advice is don't approach him where the sobbing in a copy room or eating hot pretzels in the mezzanine at Oz and Woo. Or at the hobby shop with Honey copping model glue. Or meeting Bobby at the Bronx Zoo. Don't show up at the get down, talking that holy as if you ain't hellbound. Similarly, don't show up at the get up, talking that hellish as if you ain't blessed up. Just don't. Just don't.
Break up the five villain.
Is that Amazing Human still in here? Yo, 8 Toes, are you still in here? Dude, that was fucking just so good, dude. That was just so fucking good. This is arguably... See, that's the way you fucking troll, dude. Brilliant. You're not really that great at setting yourself up for real life scenarios in free play, so it's helping you dial in your control of your car to warm up, but nothing more.
Only time you said trip is when you binge on Netflix. Reckless, running up like yes, so listen, please. Alright, I like the beat, except the snare kicking keys.
No, not at all, Louis. I didn't take it that way. I've just got a lot on my mind right now, dude. Like, 12 days fucking sober. You know, I'm waking up at like 5 and 6 every day to go boxing, and I'm fucking tired, and I feel sick. I've been exhausting myself so much. And, I don't really have people. Like I do, but I don't. I don't really have friends right now. I have friends, but I don't hang out with anyone. You guys are the only ones I hang out with. And I don't know, man. I just got a lot on my plate right now. All the emotions are coming out from fucking 36 years of fucking abusing drugs. No, I know, you guys are my friends too, but like, listen, man, I have family and friends, but I don't always, I feel alone even having that. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be a drama queen. It's just something that, and it's not like, don't get me wrong, I don't have a whole fucking influx of people right now. In fact, it's quite dry, but like, you know, a lot of times, you know, weed numbs, now you're gonna feel again and it's gonna be annoying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you understand it too, Shroomish. Like I have my kid and it's amazing, but it's like my kid and, you know, my dad, my brother and sister across the country. I don't really kick it with anyone, you know, and it would be nice for once to have a significant other that actually understood me, because that's never happened either. Anyway, I'm just ranting. I'm being a victim, but that's okay. You're gonna have to confront emotions you were bearing with weed, but also, well, I went 5 years sober before, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't my first rodeo. I say 34 years without anything because when I was sober, I was smoking cigarettes, and I'm not even smoking cigarettes now. Thank you, Boozy. Pardon me. How do I get there? How do I even play that? I don't even know what to... Where do I put that in? Offline play it. Thank you. How do I add? Where do I add shit? In training. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hearing me, man. Look, dude, I'm definitely being a victim, but it hurts. You know what I mean? Like, I can't help it, dude. It's hard, bro. It's fucking hard. And I gotta be, I don't know. I don't even fucking know. Like, do I just go through the 30 days and then go back to smoking because I fucking feel better? You know what I mean? I'm getting work done anyway when I'm smoking. How many hours do I have in this, dog? Oh God, way too many for my skill levels. For my skill level, I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad. it's not letting me fucking... Yeah, it doesn't let me paste it on here. Why? Oh, maybe... No. I'm just gonna type it in. I made good progress on cooking with Cage today. Oh, I have this, bud. Is it this one? I already have this. You can't garner sympathy for quitting with the intent to go back to it later. You should be aiming to no longer... Louis. Louis, it's not that easy. You're speaking like someone who's not a drug addict. I don't know if you are or not, but that's definitely... That's not the way it goes. That's why they say one day at a time, but... You start saying, oh, I'm gonna fucking quit forever, you're gonna be smoking the next day. I don't want to fucking do this right now, dude. I'm absolutely an addict, okay? It's one day at a time, but it's never with, I can go back in a month later when things start to look up in life. That's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying if I'm fucking miserable sober, why stay sober? Right? Like if let's just say I go like 2 or 3 months and I'm still fucking miserable and I'm not working to my capacity, like production and stuff like that, I'm saying, why should I stay sober? It's actually a valid question. Louis, I'm 50 years old. I've been battling with this twice as long as you have. I've been to rehab twice. I've been locked up twice. I know the struggle. You're not Oh God, Louis, stop, please stop. Just say congratulations on day 12, Filthy. That's all you should be saying right now. Because I'm going 30 days no matter what. What's going on in my mind right now? Just bear with me. Thanks, Eight Toes. I appreciate you, homie. I agree. Congratulations on day 12. I wasn't diminishing any progress you made. I know, and I know you're trying to help. But the reason why I'm getting frustrated is because you speak in absolutes. And it's upsetting. Because you know we don't think in fucking absolutes, dude. There's a ton of fucking gray area. And anything can like shoot us off to get away from sobriety. So for you to say you're gonna fuck it up if you say that way upsets me. I understand what you're saying, but it's like, you know, I think you already made it almost 2 weeks sober. There's no point in going back now. But like I said, I'm gonna go 30 days. That was my goal. My goal was always to go 30 days, guys. Was it not? From day one, I said I am going 30 days. I'm going 30 days to take a tolerance break. We'll see what happens. Those were my first and my last words. And now if I tell you guys I'm thinking about going more, fine, be encouraging. But like, We don't deal in absolutes. Well, actually, we do deal in absolutes as an addict. Even when I said that, I was like, wait, you're kind of full of shit. That's exactly what addicts do. It's all or nothing. That's right, Louis. Right now, the only thing that is important is day 12 and 13. Thank you. But day 31st is just as important as day 13. Oh, yeah. Look, dude, listen. And another thing as well, guys, is my mentality. The chemicals in my brain are going to be different at day 30. There is a distinct possibility I will crave sobriety. And I hope I do. I crave it right now as an ego thing. Like, I'm like, well, not even an ego thing. I still crave it because I want to clear my brain. I want to get some clarity. I want to see what that does to my productions and stuff like that. Like, I'm still making progress. And Louis, you're right about the negative impact weed has had on my life. You're absolutely fucking right. And it has. You know, it definitely has. It's done some good things too, but it definitely has. I'll check back in 18 days. Hey, look at the follow, homie. I appreciate. Yo, 8 Toes. Wait. 8 Toes, you're the homie, dude. Yo, check this out.
You know, folks, it gets hot in here sometimes. I dip my balls in buffalo sauce. You think it'll hurt me? If you want.
Also 8 Toes, not to mention my homie, this is what we do tonight. Also, Louis, I love you so much, man. I know you're just trying to help. And you know one of the things that I like about you so much, Louis? I could like go off on you and be like, dude, like blah 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 blah. And you're like family. Like you're like, okay, Filthy's being a little erratic or whatever right now, but it's like it's Filthy, so it's cool. I fucking appreciate the fuck out of you. I know you go off on my ass, you fucking bitch. I call you a retard when you're acting like a retard. Okay.
I'm gonna box your head up. Could you imagine this coming at you in the ring? You wanna fight?
I would unironically love to spar with you. We would go so light. Look, I'm in the gym. I think I'm gonna start sparring, but it's gonna be so light. It's gonna be so light. Ugh, pardon me. It's been a decade and a half since I've had any boxing training. How long did you train for? Thighs of Steel is right, my homie. But I was really good as a youth boxer. It's challenging. 6 years, dude. What up, Bat Daddy? It's challenging because I've got Muay Thai and MMA. So it's like, immediately he's like, relax your shoulders, you know, you're gonna fucking bring them back. And I'm like, okay. Oh, I'm not quitting. I started in Washington, and when I transferred to Louisiana, I didn't like the gym. Oh, so you quit. And the kids there, so you quit. I got you. Hey, plenty of time to get back. Oh, here's another thing too, bro. Man, I almost puked the first day. I came back in today. I thought the class was at 7. It was actually at 6. So I showed up late and I stayed an extra hour. And I worked myself again to the point where I almost threw up. And then tomorrow I think it's going to be more technique training with a different coach. I'm planning to go 5 days a week. And then if I still like it, Come back for more next month. That means he worked at least 32 minutes. Non-stop, going hardcore. That's not too bad, is it? Hey, I went almost an hour. But like, it's tough. It's tough. That's also another reason why I'm a little crabby. Because I think that like, I'm overexerting myself and I'm not getting enough recovery right now. I'm going to be utilizing recovery 2 days a week, and I'm going to be training 5 days a week. So we'll see. My favorite part of it all is when I got to high school way later after quitting, the wrestling and football coach both told me, you have the face of a boxer. My bone structure in my face is just boxer-esque, I guess. That's funny. 3.2 minutes? Well, listen, Fish. You know, I told you we could start reading the Kama Sutra. That should fix that problem for you in no time. Alright, I hope some of you boneheads are ready to throw down with the Jester. So we're gonna play some Rocket League. I think that means you're ugly. He is far from ugly. Fish, how could you call anyone ugly, dude? You're so gorgeous, that's just the meanest thing you can do to anyone. Everybody is not as good looking as you. So you're just gonna call people ugly. You're a bully, Fish, you're a bully. And Louie's pretty. You're lucky Louie's pretty. You're a fucking bully. And my favorite quote from my coach was, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's an old one. No amount of training prepares you for a full contact punch in the face. It's true. Some people can react and some people can't. Yeah. I'm a normal looking human. I just had this talk with my son. My son is absolutely gorgeous. And I tell him, look, it's far from the most important thing in the world, but I just, you know, you are a very good looking person. Like, I just want to let you know. And he's like, well, I don't feel like it. And I'm like, I get that. I get that. I can understand that. And he's like, I think I'm just regular, Dad. And I'm like, you are not, dude. And it's the same thing for you, Fish. You're a beautiful man. You gotta just face it. Play to your strengths, kiddo. That's basically what I was telling him. I was saying, don't manipulate people, you know, but just realize that people that look like you get a lot more of their way more of the time, I said. And I was like, don't let that get to your head. Well, so, okay. So check this out. The absolute corrupting power that a good... Bro, this guy, I'm telling you, he is an extremely good-looking guy. And he starts just talking about his family and going out to dinner and stuff like that. And this kid starts doing a stand-up routine, like unintentionally. And dude, I'm literally cackling because this guy, he's 10 years old and he's not meaning to be stand-up about this at all. But he's like, you know, sometimes I go and he's like, you know, when you go in a subway, it's so quiet, you can meditate. And I looked at him and I just started laughing. It was the funniest thing because it was true. I've never been to a loud subway sandwich shop in my life. What's the deal with airlines? But listen. So I start laughing, and he goes, and I ask, he's 10. He's like, so I asked the woman, I said, would you mind putting some honey mustard on that? And she says, sure, for $5 extra. Well, actually, he started talking about how expensive Jersey Mike's was. So this was the Jersey Mike's thing. He's like, I go into Jersey Mike's, and I asked for some extra honey mustard. She says, sure, for $5. I said, you know what? Forget about it. Cancel it. She goes, well, that'll be $5 more for the cancellation. And I'm just like laughing my ass off at this because he's just relaying a story and telling a joke about it. But the dude is fucking gifted, dude. He like comes up with this, dude. And I was like, oh my God, bro, you're fucking gifted. It's so good. He had like 4 or 5 others. Like, he tells us, okay, this was he starts out with this. There's layers to that, right? He starts out with this. He goes, Dad, He goes, I go with mom and you know, the family, his other family. I go with my mom to a pizza place, and she orders pizza without cheese. I said, okay, you know, you do you. And after the meal, she tells me, I didn't really like the pizza here. You didn't get pizza! He says just like that. I'm like, you're fucking hilarious, dude. So I was very, very happy to give him kind of that result. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't like hamming it up or anything. I was definitely, my guard was down and I was fucking cackling my ass off, right? And I know that was just one of these moments he's gonna remember that I was laughing. So, and I told him, I'm like, I think you've actually got a gift for this, bro. Keep procuring it and keep practicing. Your kid is going places, pizza places, and apparently not getting pizza because his mom is weird. His mom is weird, but so am I. Yeah, he's, I was really happy today when I heard all those things. He said, you know, we went to a pizza joint with my grandma. She ordered a breakfast burrito. I said, that's okay, you do you. Later, she said her stomach hurt. I said, Grandma, you didn't get the pizza. Oh, no, that wasn't it. She ordered a bean burger. That's what it was. They went to a hamburger joint and she ordered a vegan bean burger. And she's like, oh, my stomach hurts. He's like, Grandma, you didn't order a burger. Yeah, so you know what else I was thinking? Is like with that face and that level of humor, oh my gosh. And he's a really good kid. I'm very, very blessed. He's such a good kid. Very considerate, smart, wonderful child. I'm very blessed, dude. You should rework the points redeem section of your stream. 100k to make you not curse is one of the best rewards. Doesn't feel that worth it. Indicated by people rarely using points on redeems. That's why I've made a lot of them so expensive. And channel points will be utilized for the role-playing game I'm making, and for Cats Are Good for Old People. Louis, first of all, do you and Fish have any time to play Rocket League? Second of all, what's a good topic of conversation for tonight? Great. Let's get you guys in here. And then if Boozy wants to join up as well, we can do Chaos. That would be rad. No pressure. I do too. Fantastic. Let's play some Chaos, dude. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Ooh, a good topic of conversation is discussing that section of Art of War that you read. Well, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Bring up some things, because my memory, you know, I'm acclimating here. I had a lengthy discussion at work about if there's a plausible way to distinguish consciousness from really, really, really good programming. No, absolutely not. Because feasibly, you could justify all of us as really, really good programming, right? On the molecular scale, it's programming. I mean, it could be, right? So yes, I think at a certain point that there would be no way to discern them. So I really like the way General responded to the king, right? You've appointed me to be the general of this army, and I can't follow some of your orders while fulfilling my duties. Absolutely. Crazy slap to the face of the king. But what blows me away is how the king didn't have him beheaded. Please toss a couple ideas for topic, Pat Daddy. The king knows he's out of his league with that. Yes, absolutely. Well, so we would assume that the king is obviously humble and intelligent enough not to make that choice, right? No one can run that army like this general. So, right, but I would imagine a lot of hubris with a lot of kings who would have just offed him anyway. He has to tolerate it, and that gets under his skin even more. Right, but he's also a good king for tolerating it, correct? Like, I think there's no other way to look at it, right, Louis? Like, there's no other way to look at it. Like, unless he was afraid that if he tried to kill him, the general would come kill him. That's the only thing I can think of. Free will versus determinism topic. Are our choices truly free, or are they shaped by causes beyond our control? It's both. It's causal determinism, which free will fits inside of. It is causal determinism, which our free will fits inside of. So it feels as if we are making these spontaneous choices and stuff like that. But it has already been laid in progression. Like it was already going to happen because the universe was built up to that moment to make it happen. Good question. You make your choices and actions based on things you feel like are out of your control. Sure, every decision you make is based upon your preconception of what will happen afterwards. 1000%. Louis says, Filthy, are you familiar with the 48 laws of power? No. Let's play some chaos. Will you enlighten me? We're gonna play some chaos, eh? We're gonna play some chaos. That's another really good read, or something you can watch an animated breakdown of. It takes like an hour or two. I will do it. How far back are we talking as far as this philosophy? It's a short book explaining what's required to come to power. So, I've discovered what the ultimate power is. It's helping other people. So, if I can do that on a greater scale, fantastic. But that's what true power is to me, helping other people. Written in 1998, very recent, interesting. Louis, have you, okay, so I've heard many things about, God damn it, what is it? The power of manifestation, Manifest Destiny. It's a self-help book. So you feel there's a lot of validity to it. Do you feel there is a lot of invalidity to a lot of self-help stuff out there? A lot of self-help books, maybe? Yeah, okay. Have you read The Power of Now by, oh gosh, what's his name? It's psychology of how people react to things at its core. Yes, I agree, there's a lot of snake oil at self-help market, especially any influencer selling a course. Yeah. Fuck. So true, dude. Here's a good one, says Bat Daddy, I think. My therapist and I had this conversation today. The paradox of progress topic. If progress brings comfort, why do we still feel emptiness? Because we're utilizing a band-aid to facilitate that progress instead of getting to the core of what's making it tick, right? So if you're just chasing this dream and the success from the dream is a band-aid, you still got the cut. You still have the wound. Wow, nice shot, Louis. Let's go. So I like that, Pat Daddy. What do you think? Where do I cop the hat? Oh, Jay, this is my real hair, bro. And it's like, I'd love for you to pull my hair if you were a hot chick. It sounded weird. But, I mean, because I usually like to do the hair pulling if it's a hot chick, but, like, I'd make an exception. Jay, how you doing?
Ah! No!
You're an ex-convict! What does that have to do with the tea in China? That's fucking hilarious, dude. Respect, homie. Would you agree that reflection on how material or technological advancement doesn't necessarily lead to happiness? I need you to kind of refine that. I don't know, like, exactly, like, who are you talking about in that regard? No, wait, what? Hey, Jay, I got something for you. Ah! Would you agree that reflection on how material or technological advancement doesn't necessarily... Show me porn? I got you.
You know, folks.
It's not something I was planning to show to a convict tonight, but oh
I dip
well.
my balls in buffalo sauce. You think it'll hurt me?
Yeah, Jay, remember? Not my fault. I was born this way. You still here, Toes? I love ya! Alright, we got a little bit of time. Enjoy your porn. I was kidding! Woo! So yeah, I do fuck around and chat and we talk on Philthosophy Tuesdays, but I'm also, guys, producing 3 series right now. One of which is an interactive sci-fi comedy sitcom that is going to star you. The most recent series that I am doing, and you guys will see probably within the next couple weeks, is called Cooking with Cage. Yo, Zora. Eat my cunt, you filthy fuck. Threaten me with a good time, buddy. Pardon me. So the latest series I'm producing is called Cooking with Cage. It's a Monty Python-esque animated show starring Nicolas Cage. It's pretty funny. So stay tuned, you guys. Yo, Zora, thanks for the 25 months, dude. I fucking appreciate the fuck out of you, dude. I am also... What spectrum are you on? Dude, they say I'm autistic. I don't think I am. I have ADHD. I have OCD. I have ego dystonic. I have bipolar 2. So yeah, I've had quite the life, dude. And then other things. Now, the homies think I'm autistic. It might be true. I'm not so sure. I think I'm just like, fucked. Yo, what up, Dons? How you doing, brother? You are? Well, fucking welcome. You're definitely in the right place. We got lots of autists here, brother. You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? How does Cage have any time to cook with how many projects he signs on to? That's a good fucking point, Eight Toes. Can I show you a couple things? I've definitely fucked my team, but that's okay. So just real quick, just to tempt you guys into what's happening. Ooh, nice save there. Guys, give me 2 minutes and then we are gonna win the next chaos. I fucking promise you. I'm gonna show you a few stills from Cooking with Cage, just so you guys can see what's going on here. So I'm still finishing the Conair fryer. This is the Conair fryer. So basically, Bill Cosby comes on this first show, okay? So Bill Cosby comes on the first episode, right? He's cooking sleep loaf, okay? I have the script. I'm still refining the script a little bit, but he's cooking sleep loaf. Then we got Nicolas Cage. Filthy, may I point something out to you? Absolutely. Conair fryer is genius. Thank you, dude. Well, what? So it's got the Conair emblem and then it has fryer. I'm making that in Photoshop. Making that in Photoshop. So we've got, yeah. So, oh, and this is his kitchen. It takes place in his Malibu kitchen. It's in production, dude. It's fucking in production. I'm pretty excited about it. Give it about a couple weeks, I would say, guys, and it's coming. It's fucking coming. You've been working on the Conair fryer for well over a month at this point. It's over-engineered and the rest of the animation will carry significantly more weight than the appearance of the Conair fryer. It's done. It doesn't matter. It's done. You know what I mean? So I know you're alluding to the fact that I'm making excuses due to my perfectionism. It's not. It was, and I understand I've been working on this. Yeah, I understand, but it's not excuses. And it's not that I needed it perfect. It's that I needed it good enough. And here's the conundrum. I'll be honest with you, brother. The bottom line is that Conair fryer, you're right. It doesn't make it or break it. But if you put the Conair emblem on it and the fryer, now we have a product we can also sell on t-shirts and other things. It's just, trust me, we're going. I'm not going back to it, dude.
Welcome to Sydney's best kept secret. Price to Lucy.
The last thing that I had to do today was make these. This was the last thing I had to do, and it's done. Everything else, now we're good. Now I start animating. But it was important. I'm sorry, these two. It was important. For the merch standpoint, I get it. I mean, that's a little bit extra, but like, no, we're gonna make a Conair fryer commercial. Let me show you guys. All right, so check this out. This was the first design, okay? This was the first design. It's fucking passable. It's funny, okay? But this final design now has the knobs. It now has the Conair emblem with it looks professional now. This looked like fucking crap. This looked like crap, okay? And it's like, you were right in your argument, but now that it's where it is, it's just gonna be better, dude. It's just gonna be better. It's not a perfectionism thing. It's a good enough thing, trust me. And also keep in mind, dude, I work 4 days a week. I'm a single dad. I produce and now I do a lot of shit outside of here. So it's hard. Sometimes I get a few hours a week, dude. Sometimes I get a few hours a week is what I'm trying to say. You do need a better air fryer. So, but we're good now, dude. It's done. Today was the day. I literally photoshopped the shit out so I could put the knobs in. Today was the day. It was it. All the more reason to not spend all of that time on a goddamn air fryer. Respectfully, Louis, I appreciate it, but when you see the final product, you are gonna know I was correct. I do appreciate it because you guys call me on my shit, which is like, listen, if shit blows the fuck up for me, I expect you guys never to fucking waver on calling me on my shit. Because if you don't, the art will suffer. You feel? Hi, Scruffy. Thank you, bro. Fuck you, Zora. I love you. Thank you for the 5 stream. It's like, it's the George Lucas thing, right? It's like, I personally believe when he came out with hi, Yoda. I believe when he came out with episodes 1, 2, and 3, that like he was just surrounded by yes men. Like any regular sane person would have been like, I don't think you want to put this guy in there. Like they'd be like, what are you doing with the Jar Jar thing? You were already pushing it with the Ewoks, dude. Stop. You know, do you want to make a complete kids film? That's fine, I guess, but that's not what I thought Star Wars was. I didn't think Star Wars was for kids when it came out. What do you mean a bad again? We call you on your shit if we see you slacking off or fucking up, you fuck. I know, and I appreciate it. Obviously. I just think that the audience is going to determine what the funniest and best parts will be. Yeah, but you can't worry about that. You as the creator have to do what you think is funny to the best of your capacity. And then hopefully people will think that is too. You cannot cater to your fucking what you think your audience might like. That is the most destructive thing you can do in comedy. I just think that the audience is going to determine what the funniest and best parts will be, and they will determine it. But I lead the fray in that, my friend. And you make the merch based off of those moments. That's you. But I gotta be honest with you, homie. I gotta be honest with you. She says, I'm not your enemy. I said that sounds like something that my enemy would say. Instead of playing off the chemistry, she said you're being difficult. I said I'm being. If I was to make a Con Air fryer commercial, which is what I'm going to do, it doesn't matter. Again. What up, Riot? The other day when you said it was a partial to episode 3 because I was a kid when it came out. The other day when you said I was partial to episode 3 because I was a kid when it came out, you were right. Oh, interesting. But I liked 3 out of the best of them because it was the darkest. And all my generation did too, Louis. We all like even if we were just like, thought all 3 episodes were terrible, we all liked 3 the best out of them. You were right. It was a very fond memory of mine. My late father took me to the theater to watch that, and I had 2 younger brothers that were super close in age. So it was very rare that my dad would take me to do something one-on-one with him without them. So I was very partial to it. Nice, dude. I'm glad you had that memory, man. And with that said, Disney destroyed Star Wars as well. Now, I haven't watched all of Andor. What do you guys think about Andor? Oh, man. You enjoyed it? Did you watch the whole thing? But it was getting bad by the point that they were making Cartoon Network Star Wars cartoons too, yeah. Though, I gotta tell you, like, okay, even being for kids, like, those Cartoon Network ones weren't too bad, right? Or am I wrong? Because I saw a few of the episodes and I was like, it's pretty cool. Especially for kids, fucking wonderful. Louis, are you coming back? Oh, whoops. I was a teenager around those, yeah, and I was a lot older. I was probably in my 30s. Honestly, 3 was the last good thing released, and I agree that 1 and 2 were not as good as 4 and 5 and 6. Nice! Clone Wars was decent, that's what I figured. The animated, right. That's what I figured. Yoda, have you seen Pluribus yet? And Scruffy, is the newest episode out yet? And also, how is the stream, dude? Oh, Friday. It says November 12th. No, it's out today, bro. I'm too gone to realize I'm not in game while I'm talking in chat. It's all good, brother. We're get ready though. We're going in right now. So here's my thing with the whole Star Wars thing. I think what really attracts people, Friday for sure, okay. I think what really attracts people to cinema and TV and stuff like that, one of the things is how art can imitate the darkness of life. this is why shows at the time, like The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and other things were so successful. Because people were so used to the Hollywood cookie cutter bullshit that when they actually discovered an anti-hero or you know, things that like one of the main characters could die right away, it becomes extremely interesting, right? What up, Fast Break? Which one was worse, the new Star Wars series, The Acolyte, or games like Star Wars in your opinion? So I hadn't, okay, listen, for the most part, okay, if Disney comes out with anything Star Wars, like I didn't even get through the second season of Mandalorian. And I thought the first season was decent. Like I enjoyed it. But it's like, it's such a fucking, Disney is such a fucking cringe fest, dude. Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett? Dude, these fucking, they had scooters that were like fucking, like different colored scooters. I was like, is this rainbow fucking bright? Like, what the fuck? And like, oh, by the way, that right there is thinking what your audience will like. Just so you, just because Yoda agreed with you. So Yoda and Louis, that right there is going forward thinking what you think the audience might like. That's a prime example. Disney. Am I wrong? Disney is a prime fucking example of thinking they know what the audience wants and going forth with an agenda. Don't bring Disney into this. How could I not? What you mean? What you mean? Ow! I shot penises! Oh, penises and Venuses, men are from Mars, but who carries those scars anyway? Gotta say, it ain't my day, 'cause I'm 12 days sober today, hooray! Who cares? I've got the snares, not like a drum, I just want to drop my spunk on your motherfucking face. Before I pass out, what up, Static? Disney has a really good group of psychiatrists. A very good one. And it's scary. What? You mean the psycho... You mean it's scary that Disney has a bunch of psychotherapists that they employ? Disney always fucks up something that had potential to be good. It wasn't always like that, dude. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Listen, in the 80s, Disney had a company called Touchstone Films. And the reason why Disney had this company called Touchstone Films was because it was like R-rated stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was like movies with you know, more adult themes. Not adult movies, but like, you know, wide release, like, you know, movies that weren't for kids, basically. That was Disney. Touchstone was Disney. All right, 50 seconds. I think we can get this. Don't sweat this. I just wanna bet this $100. I'm Bantha fodder. Look at George Lucas. No, I don't wanna. Cause he's surrounded by yes men. Disney fucks up everything in the end. What you gonna do when the society comes for you? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking cringe off too. C3PO is the best. Jar Jar Binks has bad breath. Misa thinks so. Like a lasso, tie me up and I'll hit my manifesto. Destiny is calling me, cause that's what's gonna happen when you can't speak for yourself. Stealth, you wanna try and hide from me? I don't think so. Motherfucker, I'm the filthy G. Yeah! I wish Disney would have done more Princess and the Frog art style animations. That was so good, yeah? Pete Cameron Diaz. Psychiatrists, like, I've noticed a pattern in their work. There's always a moral or a way to address certain topics like death or inclusiveness. Two examples are Bambi and The Lion King, and The Princess and the Frog, where the princess was different, and that's my take on Disney. But you're talking about... You're talking about Disney you're talking about Disney when it was really Disney. You're talking about Disney pre-Kathleen Kennedy. Pre-fucking Bob Iger. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about when Disney was actually about, like, let's make a good movie. Not let's push a fucking agenda. But I don't understand still. Oh, you mean the creators are like psychiatrists? Oh, God. Let's hope not. My bad. Louis! What up, Dubsy? Anyone remember that movie with the martial artist kangaroos where the kid falls down the drain? No fucking way, dude. No, I'm referring to the old Disney and the pattern that I noticed. That's about it. Shit like Lion King, or we got Transformers talking about pronouns. Yeah. I just wish they'd just make movies. But I honestly think Disney, like, has fucked themselves so hard. But I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm sure people are still seeing their shit. It's just, it's really bad. Like, it's bad stuff. I don't understand how you can have that much fucking money and like literally write such awful shit. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, who, like, if you're a creative person, like, how do you sign off on some of this shit, dude? Yeah! 9! I wish they'd stop trying to race swap every character. It's the IP, dude. It's the intellectual property. And people, I agree with you. And I am absolutely agree with you. I think if most people realized how racist it actually was, what they were doing, they would question a lot more than they've been questioning. Anyway, so, you know, these people without any creative vision realize that they can just recycle intellectual property, put a, you know, an ethnicity on the face and make money. Is that not racist? Just curious. Sounds pretty racist to me. Because the non-creative people are better at public speaking, which doesn't help push... What? No. They don't speak. They fucking hide on their board. Disney was losing a fuck ton of money to the point they had to lay off a fuck ton of people, and unfortunately my uncle was caught in the layoff phases And they had 5 phases of layoff. This was 2 years ago. May I ask what your uncle did? Was he an animator? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. So in regard to what Yoda just said, how AI stuff is going to be better, do not discount that. Do not discount that. I want you guys to realize a couple things. I think Yoda is absolutely right. Whether he's joking or not, I think he's right. And the reason is this. If we already look at how AI affects us and like psychologically, it is at the beginning infant stages, and it's still affecting us to the psychological level that it is. Well, what happens when it actually gets good at the things it does? Because it's not good at them right now. What happens when it actually gets good at making movies because it understands how humans tick better than humans understand how humans tick? And like, don't get me wrong, it's not gonna kind of understand anything, but the patterns in which it's going to involve itself in will paint that path. They will paint that path of like, oh, this is what, I mean, look at fucking Suno, you guys. In 1 fucking year. Look at fucking Suno. It's pretty fucking good. Well, wait until AI not understands the human psychology more, but just has more patterns to go off of to decipher things. The art eventually made completely by AI, I believe, people will get sick of it after a while, but it will also be really fucking good. And I'm talking about the art that AI completely makes on its own. Unfortunately, that's going to be a thing. He worked in the offices for Disney, but I don't think he told me specifically what he used to do. But he's chilling now. He's working for the government USDA of Agriculture. Oh, great. And he's doing much better, but he's pissed he doesn't get paid as much as Disney paid him. But at least he's making money. Absolutely. At least he's making money, dude. Hey, we got it. Let's go again. All I know is he had to do a fuck ton of paperwork. I'm sure, dude. I mean, again, like you said, I'm sure he's also grateful that he's out of there. Disney NDA's gotta be crazy. I mean, how would they be more crazy than anything else, you think? But how would they be, like, what makes you guys think they're, like, crazier than, like, an open AI NDA? Oh, you know they enforce them, dude. First off, NDAs aren't normal to begin with. What do you mean? What do you mean NDAs aren't normal? What does that mean? I was under the understanding they're quite normal. I haven't worked for anyone ever without an NDA. Yeah. The average person will never be put in the position of... We're not talking about average people. We're talking about we're talking about companies that have NDAs. At least not an actual... Yeah, but because most people aren't going to be in that position. I've never had to sign... Actually, I have. I've had to sign a couple NDAs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or not. My brain isn't working too great. I'm happy you guys are here. But I want to, like... Isn't there a point where an NDA can just be, like, you don't have to go through every, like, oh, You can't say this, you can't, like, there's gotta be general clauses, right? Even though I'm sure they get complicated. Disney crazy NDAs probably come with the threat of assassination for spilling real secrets, dude. I had to sign an NDA for a super shady company out of Atlanta. What made them super shady? That's what makes them crazy. I get you, I get you. NDA is different than non-compete. NDAs are pretty easily enforced. Yeah. Well, like, like, you can't go to jail for breaking an NDA. I mean, I'm sure you could in certain circumstances, but generally speaking, you would just, like, be sued, right? Okay, you can. Fair. It's civil. Depends on the type of NDA. If it has anything to do with national security, enjoy Guantanamo, bitch. Well, if you're stupid enough to fucking be in a position like that and leak fucking messages on a Discord, you deserve to go to Guantanamo Bay, dude. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, well, don't reveal it in chat. Or the Discord, for that matter, sir. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice shot, pal. All right, you know what we're gonna get into right now? Scruffy. Scruffy, perk your ears up. Perk your ears up. Okay, I'm gonna start with fish. I'm gonna start with fish. Fish. Do you believe that the United States government is hiding information about aliens? We did it. We did it. We're actually talking about this right now. We did it. We did it. We're starting with fish. That's such a blanket question. What? Why? You know we don't do shit like this usually, Louis. Enjoy it. No, I don't think it is a blanket question, dude. I think it's. Well, what do you mean by, what does blanket question mean? I actually don't know what blanket question means. I've heard it, and I think I know what it means, but I don't actually probably know what it means. Like, kind of can be interpreted many different ways kind of thing? What up, Cloud? We just spread unclassified stuff here and previously declassified that are now open dockets. Is the U.S. government... Scruffy! Is the U.S. government hiding X about Y? Yes. It's too encompassing. The answer is obviously yes. The U.S. is hiding things about alien. Well, so that's why I asked fish first, because I knew you would say that. But is it hiding actual proof about finding aliens and contact? That's what your question... Not necessarily. But, I mean, it's like you say the answer is obviously a yes. I say it's obviously a no. Right? Like, what information do you have that it's obviously a yes? I mean, we have more information that it's obviously a no. Like, obviously, the U.S., the government hides shit. I'm not saying it doesn't. But aliens, you say obviously yes. Well, where are the facts that lead you to believe that's true? Or is it just merely speculation? And if it's merely speculation, I don't think that's an obvious at all. Trump's lying about how many Diet Cokes he has for breakfast. It's actually 4, not 3. That too, you know that's true. The US government has done hundreds, if not thousands, of experiments seeking extraterrestrial life. And not every single one of those studies has been published. That is hiding stuff about aliens from the public. Okay, which studies haven't been published? Which studies haven't been published? How am I supposed to answer that? Oh, so you don't know what studies haven't been published, so you're speculating. Do you have a thick piece of fabric that you lay on yourself for warmth and comfort? Possibly with a picture of New Kids on the Block or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it? That is a blanket question. You think the entirety of our intelligence as a government is available to the public? No, you are putting words into my mouth. I never said that at all. I am speaking specifically of aliens. I think that there is so much shit that doesn't come out. I just feel it's aliens just doesn't feel like a feasibility. It doesn't feel feasible. There's absolutely no evidence like alluding to it. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of videos that have been debunked. Of course they keep secrets, and you have to keep secrets in government. I can guarantee you if I was in a high enough level of government, okay, that I would feel morally correct keeping certain secrets from citizens of the United States. I would feel morally emboldened in some circumstances. In other circumstances, it would make me sick and I'd want to leak them. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things I believe that the American people, that just civilians probably shouldn't know. Look at what people do left to their own devices. It's the same fucking shit. And don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of corruption in there. There's a lot of fucking bullshit. I would definitely be vehemently against probably a lot of the stuff that they're hiding, because they're probably hiding it for nefarious purposes. Yeah, no worries, Louis. Good shit, bro. We'll play some threes. You gotta get dinner? I love you guys. Fishy, you ready? Back in a while. No worries, dude. I love you, Boozy. Hey, Boozy, I took one of these today. I thank you very much for putting them to good use. I love you much, and I appreciate you. An interesting transition in the conversation. I'd be interested to read what is publicly known about aliens from other large governments like Russia and China. Right, Louis? Right, Louis? And I'd even venture to say little is publicly released from either. Well, you got to think in those governments, it's also a lot different, right? Yeah, absolutely. But I would actually be interested in seeing that as well. Pardon me. Yeah, well, like, so here's the thing. Man, I wonder what it's really like living in those countries. Can we play with your privates, me and Yoda? We'll play. I think the U.S. has published UFO file stuff with smoking gun to a bunch of nothing burgers, mainly because we don't have a lot. Or also it's maybe like, you know, let's try and give the fucking public everything we have, knowing that there's no aliens. So they leave us the fuck alone. You know what I mean? So I offer you this. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Well, we still have... There's nothing they can do. Well, there's nothing they can do. Look, bro, look at the fucking flat earthers, dude. They literally spent fucking how many, like millions of dollars to prove the earth was flat. Still couldn't do it. And they still believe the earth is fucking flat. They went up to like fucking Antarctica with these instruments. Scientists, actual scientists. I don't understand the lunacy of these people. Well, they couldn't have actually been scientists. Like all of the people who rendered the test must have been dumb. They've all got to be dumb. We paid tax dollars for that? Shut the fuck up, Lou. Really? Between UNRWA and these motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, dude. Remember in Mexico, they said they had aliens in a box? People were like, can we see? And they were like, no. So, and this is another thing we've got to be wary about. It wasn't like Mexican government or anything like that, right? It wasn't Mexican. It was a known hoaxer that happened to be Mexican. And I gotta scroll up and read. There was a couple things that Bat Daddy and someone else said. Let me lock in real quick, and then we'll get back on this. Ooh, I see ya, shaking that ass. Here we go. Ooh. Bad Daddy says, can I butt in on this? What about this planet they found a few years back that supposedly has the same or similar properties of Earth? If there was ever a what planet are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about TRAPPIST-D? Yeah, so when they say they have similar properties of Earth, that's a fucking stretch, homie. In fact, I think a lot of these planets that they thought were like habitable and stuff like that, they've changed their reasoning on a bit of those things. But hang on one sec. Oops. Ato's got the top clip. I love it.
2 months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts of the evidence tell me it is not. The end of the Reagan era.
Oh my God, I'm awful. Took him out though, unintentionally. Hey, what are we down by 2? Great. It was in, dude. We were in. Nice save, though. Gotta say, nice save. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna read that. All that good stuff. There it is. Not bad, not bad. Bitch. Oh, this guy's terrible, Fish. We got a lame duck for a teammate, homie. This guy's awful. If there was ever a possibility of getting some sort of drone there to investigate. I'm sorry to laugh. Well, I'm sorry to laugh. I'm not laughing at you, Fat Daddy. I'm laughing near you. If there was ever a possibility of getting some sort of drone there to investigate, do you think they would find another form of life similar to our own, or would they be considered aliens if we actually was life there, or are we the aliens? A lot of good questions there. As far as the drone, it's gonna be a while before we're able to get something there. What's up, 5 Cent? How are you doing? As far as we being the aliens, it's an interesting theory. I have a theory, and I'm not sticking to this, but Bat Daddy, I have a theory that ancient humanity realized that there was this what do you call that thing that life can't exceed past a certain point, the Great Barrier or some shit like that. I forget what it's called, whatever it's called. They realize they become like a type 3 Kardashev civilization, so they're able to basically control the power of galaxies, and then they realize that humanity is going to meet its doom, because actually in the universe, I think some of the science says that like the Goldilocks time that the universe would be most rife with life has long passed already. As far as the elements and just everything coming together and the building blocks for life being rife in the universe, that time has long passed. So my theory is this, is that ancient humanity they were still the only human, they were the only life in the universe. They realized they were gonna fucking die, so they decided to seed the rest of the universe with organic molecules and stuff like that could actually form human life if it hit a terrestrial planet somewhere else, and that's us. It's just a little, a little thought. Jester, how do you feel about the active theory that aliens contributed to construction of ancient architectures like the pyramids or Easter Island, dozens of other examples? First of all, I think Easter Island was debunked. I don't believe aliens contributed to any of that shit. None of it. Absolutely none. I don't think aliens have ever visited us. Unfortunately, I want to believe aliens are out there. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't. I personally believe that. Though you know what's really interesting? The newer stuff. They're not the pylons that are under the ground. I think has that been debunked yet? It's definitely on its way to being debunked if it hasn't been yet. But I'm gonna put it this way. I understand that there is science out there, like in science from the beginning of time, you had people that were considered heretics, Galileo, right? That were actually very, very correct, right? And were ridiculed at the time and ostracized and so on and so forth. I get that. And I get there are going to be people like that throughout history, people that are actually right, that generally people in the scientific community will stand against. But hear me out. For the most part, especially in this day and age of technological know-how and everything else, the time to really get interested is when, in a burst, scientists are like, what the fuck is this? Right? The shit you're seeing about the Comet 3A or whatever, it's all the hype you're hearing is because of this piece of shit Avi Loeb. And I've been talking about this fucking cocksucker for years. And you guys are like, oh no, it's just he's just putting it out there as because we need to think about these things. The scientists consider these things. The scientists researching these objects consider aliens every time. And then when it doesn't add up scientifically, they write the theory off. And then you've got this asshole, just because he's from Harvard and he's very smart. Like, don't get me wrong. He just happens to be a fucking charlatan wanting you to buy his fucking book because he says, oh yeah, some mothership, it's behind the planet. I can't do the fucking accent. Some buried civilizations seem to have accommodated beings well over 8 feet tall. Okay, describe the evidence of that. Every single Ivy League scholar has to grift for the end of his career. No, they don't have to. Science should be sacred. It should be safe from sensationalism, dude. No one backs up Avi. But it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter because people don't do their research. And they read it on fucking whatever fucking news thing and they're like, oh, did you hear about that alien? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Did you hear about that alien ship, that mothership? Like, I've heard people say this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? They're like, there's an alien ship. And I'm like, no! What the fuck is wrong with you? I did my own research. Mesopotamians, Mayans, Incans were tiny. What do you mean? Who built the pyramid? Yeah, Egyptians, Mesopotamians. I don't know. All right, on a whimsical transition, what do you think about giants? Were there once giants walking the earth significantly larger than current humans? First of all, what leads you to believe that? Second of all, maybe. I mean, it is scientifically proven that millions and millions of years ago, bugs were like fucking the size of cars because the oxygen in the atmosphere was more plentiful, right? And the foliage and like all that stuff. But you know, keep in mind, modern humans have been around for what, 200,000 years, something like this. I think it's possible, but I would guess, Louis, that we would probably have a little more archaeological evidence to indicate such. Would be my guess. Avi Loeb kissed my dad once. Now he's in psychosis with my garage. Dude, I'm just happy I've shit talked Avi Loeb so much that when I bring him up on this channel, everybody backs me up. That's what I'm happy about. I fucking win. Fucking finally. Neanderthals were quite large, but also quite sturdy. Okay, so, what up, Potshot? It's good to see you. How large? How large are we talking about Neanderthals? Also, my question about Neanderthals is, I hear they were comparably intelligent to Homo sapiens. Is that true? Were they more intelligent? Were they less intelligent? And, I never read the article that said this is how the Homo sapiens kind of defeated the Neanderthals. So I'd be interested in that as well. They stacked him with sound waves. That's some interesting shit too. 5'5" to 7 feet? Holy hell. On average. Some of those blocks are the size of entire office buildings. So can we, okay, let me ask you a question because I don't know if if it's been proven yet. Have they come up with a cogent philosophy as to how the pyramids were built through humans? And it's like this is how it works. Like, are we there yet? Because they've still been working on that, as far as I know. Napoleon, possible Neanderthal, you're hilarious. The reason why that's so hilarious is because Napoleon, even though people assume that he was like a tiny man, he was actually of average height. So that's really fucking dubs. You were fucking hilarious, dude. Average height at the time. For Europeans and such. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Yes, there are cogent methods for building the pyramids. Did I misspeak? So of course, biblically, we have David and Goliath. Goliath was a Philistine. As some sort of historical indication of giants, but there have also been buried civilizations with footprints that could not have been made by regular-sized humans in Texas. I think it was Rockwell or something. Dig that shit up. And like, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's also freaks of nature, right? So there's also, I mean, look at Andre the Giant. You know, if someone dug up his bones at this time, they would be like, oh, look, there was a whole civilization of giants, right? Am I wrong? We have people alive today that are 8 feet tall, indeed. It could certainly be anomalies. Yeah, but if they range from 5.5 to 7, you might call then 6.25 on average? Okay, what is it? Is it the mean or the median that is most of them? Because just my critical thinker, like, is still like, because, yeah. I just feel like beings were shorter back then, right? The mean. We talking about cock length or girth? All of the above. All of the above. Oh, by the way, Potshot, just so you know.
You know, folks, it gets hot in here sometimes. I dip my balls in buffalo sauce. You think it'll hurt me? If you want this, baby. Sauce is this up there. I dip my balls in buffalo sauce. You think it'll hurt me?
Well, you look at the calculations of the Egyptians. Like they were on these things. They had this information. And I don't think it's as much of like, well, look at how much progress we've made in these thousands of years and stuff like that. It's like I think certain civilizations and cultures had inherent knowledge on these things just because they looked at the world in a different way. Like, yes, they were using mathematics and like stuff like that, but they still had such a keen attachment in the spiritual way of things that I think that helped them in the mathematical side of things. Does that make sense at all? Like, because there was just less clutter. Does that make sense? Probably not making any sense. Pretty sure I saw a Veritizium video on how they did the pyramids. They gathered the largest of friends to push, while the smaller friends ejaculated in the push fast for lube. I fucking knew it, dude. The most recent discovery was at Shenadar Cave in Kurdistan. What are we talking about? What was the discovery? It still doesn't explain overcoming gravity. As far as like I mean, well, you just said even with current methods, it would, right? New Neanderthal skeletons, and when was that discovery? Louis, are you familiar? Fish, we're gonna go in. Louis, are you familiar with a psychic, quote unquote, named Edgar Casey? You think they had mile-long ramps at virtually no grade to carry them there? You're not. So did they fully, hold on, did they fully, is the lever and pulley and wet sand theory fully accepted? Is it accepted by, who's that one Egyptologist? Who's that one dude? Does he accept that? Come on, what's his name? You know his name. The ancient Egyptians mastered gluons, which gives quarks their mass, and so they kept the smaller friends abusing their gluons all over the place to manipulate the blocks. The largest block is only around 70 tons. There you go. Which is... how fucking... I mean, what else weighs 70 tons? That's fucking huge. What else could I compare with today that weighs 70 tons, guys? £140,000. Yeah, but he said only because you said like it was like an office. What the fuck weighs 140,000? That's about 2/3 of a full freight car. I need something. How much does a fucking... how many tons? Does a tractor even weigh a ton? Like, Nice shot. Thanks, Potshot. Neanderthal discovery was last year. They traced the bones to be 60,000 years old at the earliest. That's so fucking old, dude. We are a blink compared to that of measured time. A blink of an eye, dude. So, apparently, and like, this is another thing, too. Hot, what do you think about the rare earth hypothesis, right? Like, we had considerable amount of extinctions. We had the small and heavy comet bombardment. We had a fucking planetoid hit us and become the moon. And everything then, in my opinion, leads to life. Quite quickly after the beginning, Earth is what, 4.6 billion years old? And apparently life started a few 100 million years after that. That's crazy. 20 Tesla Cybertrucks. Okay, that's thank you. Sorry, 40. Okay, thank you. Picture that, but devoid of any space, all compacted into one block, probably the size of a Dollar General. Okay, so can we prove that that could have been done? More will also definitely be revealed. Not really. And how many of those? That's why it's still debated today. Okay, fair. Another thing as well, guys, you know, like there's a ton of pyramids that are like they're like retarded. They're like made deficiently. And those were all attempts before the major pyramids. Did you guys know that? That there's tons of fucking ill-constructed pyramids that were constructed before those pyramids? Did you know that? What does that tell you? I think it leads a lot more credence than fucking aliens did it. Get that hot Mythbuster chick on it. Used to jerk off to her. I fucking love you, dude. Oh, we almost had it. Get in there, bitch. Yeah. You know what's crazy? For things like the Great Wall of China, there is historical evidence of plans for building it and the process and method used. The pyramids don't have any of that. Wait, hold on. What did I hear about the Great Wall of China? Where I was like, holy shit, really? Like almost like some like bullshit about it. Like it's like, okay, this is not, you know, like something is bullshit. Do you guys know anything that I'm talking? And I was like disappointed. I was like, oh really? That's fucked up. Give it to me one time as I smoke my dime. Don't wanna come back and ride no more. One minute. Here we go. Come on, bud. Good, good, good. Ah! 46. That's up. By the way, moving the 70-ton rock seems like a near impossible feat. Well, look this up specifically. Louis, I want you to look that up specifically. Okay, and like look for the skeptical side of things so we can figure this out. Louis says, by the way, moving the 70-ton rock seems like a near impossible feat without machinery, but a somewhat more attainable feat that is still amazing is the ability to shape a 70-ton rock to fit perfectly into a pyramid as well, right? Yeah. There is nothing in Egyptian hieroglyphics to point to being able to move 70-ton rocks. I don't believe that's true. I believe there is a hieroglyphics that shows them moving with sticks on the wet sand, and they show them pouring water in front of, if I'm not mistaken. Potshot says, I'm reading about the Younger Dryas. Okay, this is good stuff. I'm reading about the Younger Dryas meltwater spikes from 9,600 years ago, possibly linked to meteor impacts that melted ice caps and flooded the world's land and oceans, giving credence to a lot of recorded flood myths from documented accounts and religious texts around the world. So I personally believe there was at least one great flood. And I know Graham Hancock and a lot of his cronies go off on that shit, but the Younger Dryas is it's interesting shit. It is it is scientifically plausible, interesting shit. So Potshot, I'm with you on that. And how amazing it is that, I mean, you know, like these things are, it's fucking crazy fascinating, dude. Very strange, but grounded in the ice cores. Fucking interesting. Do you know anything about ancient Siberia and the methane that was leaked into the atmosphere? I believe. Did that cause the Ice Age? I think it was. I think it was Siberian fucking Siberian fucking shafts that were spewing out carbon dioxide, and it clouded up the atmosphere and caused the Ice Age, if I'm not mistaken, or that was something else. Jester, for next podcast, you gotta interview Boozy. This guy has lived 30 lives. I'm too humbled to do an interview. Well, yes, very cool. Love when you say spew. I just love that I have intelligent fucking people here, dude. This makes my fucking life. I fucking love you guys so much, dude. Now he can't cute. Now you can't leave. Are you Rat Trick, Dubsy? Are you even on? Anyone have a clip of you killing that fucking thing in that nighttime game when you got spooked and killed it with a shotgun? What do you mean? Which one? Like in the forest, like Sons of the Forest? No worries. Yeah, come load it all, dude. We'd love to play with you, bro. You guys want to see some amazing Rocket League play? What the fuck is that night game when you manage the generators? Dead by Daylight? What about customs? Let's do customs. Let's do customs. Dubsy, whenever you're ready. Guys, if you would like to play with us, you know what to do. Exclamation point RL. About to see some fantastic Rocket League play. Potshot, I don't know if you play, but you are more than welcome to play with us. I got you for 3 minutes at 3 minutes of my playtime. Bonesaw from Spider-Man. The game about nuclear winter. You gifted it to me. I played it once. Nuclear Nightmare? Fucking no, dude. Definitely wasn't Tarkov. Great game, but I suck. Yeah, I don't know, but I keep thinking about that moment where the thing popped into that room, and in a picosecond, you fucking annihilated it with a shotgun. I died laughing. There's got to be a clip, right? Dumpsy, there's got to be a clip. Dude, it's got to be Sons of the Forest. It's got to be Sons of the Forest. Hi, Restless. How are you doing? Hey, man, I was not in the best mood, guys, as you could tell. And I really appreciate y'all's friendship, dude. It means the world to me, man. Thank you for chilling with me, dude, and fucking hanging out. I love you guys so very much, dude. Amazing shit coming. Amazing shit coming. Yo, Pie! Oh, dude, I appreciate you, man. And what a pleasure to have you in here tonight, dude. Like, bro, we fucking love scientists, dude. We love scientists. I'm only a pseudo-intellectual, so we need people like you in here, you know, delivering us amazing information. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate you greatly. So Podshot, I am also producing a few series, if you haven't heard. One of which is an interactive sci-fi comedy sitcom that stars you. That's not for a little while. We're getting other shit out the gate first, but I'm excited. Guys, we also have song requests on if you would like to hear a song. Fish, you control me now. Not you control me, but Fish, you control. Ah, fuck you, you piece of shit, Fish! Oh, that was Podshot. My bad eyes. I thought Fish refollowed. Fuck. Yeah, so as far as like the floods and stuff, all interesting stuff. Oh, we got some Tame Impala. Good shit, guys. Good shit. All right, so Louis. There's a dude named Edgar Casey who was a psychic back in the day. And my dad, like, completely believes this. I think he was a charlatan. But I gotta be honest with you. There were a couple things that he predicted which were pretty fucking freaky. Arguably, one of which was the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. If you're familiar with the Dead Sea Scrolls. totally flustered the fucking cunt, dude. What up, Spray? I was scrolling through the Wikipedia page for Edgar Casey, and I'm not gonna lie, it caught me off guard that he was what? Wait, what? Dude, I can't wait to tell my dad. He's gonna freak out. My dad's old. He's gonna be like, you what? Where? I had never even heard this, dude. That's, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, not that it matters, but wow, that's funny. Like, it's funny that yeah. Why would that even go in there? That's funny. The Wikipedia details his relationships with many men. I cannot wait to tell my dad. Nonsense. Oof. Whoops. Whoopsie. No, it is a weird plot twist, dude. What's up, Shadow? Come into the private suit. How are you doing, homie? How's life, man? How's family? How's work? You were showing your dad the Dixie Scrolls. Oh, you're at work? How is it going? So let me tell you, actually, there is an anecdote I have. We had a friend of the family, Vietnam vet, amazing, fucking amazing, like escaped from a POW camp. Oh, wait, was that World War II? No, he was World War II. He escaped from a Japanese POW camp, just like a wild dude. We went out to visit him in Lake Tahoe. He had a place in Tahoe. Anyway, he had a family and they died in a car wreck. And it was fucked up, like his wife and his daughter. And a little while after that, you know, my dad had told him, you know, well, remember you met with Edgar Casey, and Edgar Casey read his palm and said, your family will be taken away from you because in Atlantis you cheated on them. And like Seth, the guy, his face like dropped because he remembered. He was like, holy shit. Anyway, just an interesting little story. Oh yeah, I think he's a charlatan, personally. Everything's good. That's great, dude. I'm glad to hear it. I'm 12 days sober. I started boxing 3 days ago. He was having premonitions and trance readings that listed missing continents. He also believed races across the planet were segregated in 5. White, black, brown, red, and yellow. Right, which is crazy. Yep. And he starts going off on Atlantis and stuff. 12 days more. Not here grabbing my butt. Oh, let me spank it. Why don't you get your ass down here? Get your ass down here, and I can grab your butt. That'd be nice. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, I didn't say it. Eat my dick, Topsies! Up above. Up above, wear the fucking glove, or you're gonna get hurt by clapperlitis and stuff. Rub the dove, you know I love any genie that makes my wishes grub. Nice shot. Only if I get a butt pic first. I've got a cute butt. Chocolate starfish and all. I'll let you come see that in person. Keep it nice and clean. Nice and clean. Always keep it clean. Keep everything clean.
You ran into it! You ran into it!
My degree is in GIS, Geographical Information Systems, that use LiDAR and GPR, ground penetrating radar, to see through rainforest canopies and into the ground, past the topsoil down to 30 to 50 meters deep. We are slowly watching the Amazon get cut down, and as it does, the jungle has been revealing its secrets. So what are some of the... This is fucking phenomenal. Also, what do you think about those scientists who are... I believe they're using LiDAR to say that there's some sort of things under the pyramids and stuff? I'm very dubious about this. That's dope as fuck. Not only was the Amazon home to over 2 million people, says Potshot, but it was a man-made garden. Amazon soil is extremely poor, so they created a soil called terra preta, black earth. Soil called terra preta, black earth, and it helped them establish their agriculture. Even more wild, they have massive earthworks, circular raised henges made of clay. Fucking A, dude. Like, if the world goes to shit, find you a hunter-gatherer. They're the ones that will find... they're the ones that'll be fine, not our fragile society, right, dude? Bro, this is... I'm actually gonna start taking some survivalist training. And you know I talk shit, but I also do shit, right? I told you guys I might start boxing. Started boxing. Tell you guys a lot of shit, and I do some of it, so there. Jester, either tonight or tomorrow, I would like you to message me to have a serious conversation about sobriety, because whether I like it or not, or even want to, I have no choice but to follow in your footsteps here soon. But it's been giving me trouble, and I think I need an accountability buddy. Not even an accountability buddy, which I will definitely be for you. But like, also, dude, I have a lot of tools that I've learned over the years. I had almost 5 years sobriety at one point, and oh my god, you guys are fucking sick. So I also think, Louis, I'd be able to, and yes, let's do that. We can do that tomorrow when I'm off work before I take a nap. I actually don't even know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. So if you're available, Lou, if you're available after I get off work, maybe we can play some Rocket League or something. Like I might need to take a nap first. And again, I don't know if I'm going to stream or not. Either way, we will talk. So listen, remember to hit me up on Discord, okay? I'm not gonna set a reminder or anything. This is gonna be up to you. It's gonna be up to you to remind me so we can do this tomorrow. But please, let's do this tomorrow. No. Let's do it tomorrow. Well, if you can. Because also, like I said, I have tools that I've picked up over the years, dude. And I appreciate you reaching out, dude. I got you, brother. I fucking got you, dude. And now that I have, 12 days under my belt, like I'm feeling a little more clear. I'm not feeling as like fucking faded, dude. I feel like the last like 13 days, dude, I felt like faded every day, but not high, just like cloudy. It sucks. And then you're fiending and you get mad and stuff like that. What would I do without you guys for the last 7 fucking years, bro? No matter what shit I talk, dude, like no matter what shit I talk about, like being upset, generally speaking, that all pales in comparison to the wondrous gift that you guys have been. Even though you are twisted and evil. There it is, we got one. So Louis, and I'm gonna tell you to be honest, man. Like because I had told you guys before, I was like, oh, I'm thinking about quitting, taking a tolerance break. It took me a couple times this last round, right? The difference now is I really wanted it. I really wanted it for a couple reasons. Number one, and I've quit before because of this. When it reaches the point that I'm smoking so much that I kind of turn into a fucking retard. Like I can't stick with my arguments. I forget things like in the middle of a when it's at that point, that's led me to quit. So, number one had led me at least to take a tolerance break. The point is, I want it right now, and I have left myself no choice but to go 30 days because of my ego. Why? Because I will not let you guys see that I failed. That's all there is to that. Literally will not let you guys see me fail in this accord. Since I told you guys I was going at least 30 days, it's not gonna happen. Someone would have to like inject it into me. I am going at least that amount of time. I'm not worried about it. So what really helps, Louis, is being that confirmed. You know what I mean? Because the shakiness, it doesn't matter if I'm shaky or I want it or not, I'm not gonna let myself do it, right? So that's a big part of it, is that I've held my ego accountable as well. I can't make a good excuse for why I should actually have any of the three in my life, and they're absolutely undeniably hurting me in the short and long term. Okay, listen, first things first, we're gonna talk about all this, but remember, you don't have to tackle it all at once. Hey, thanks, Tech. I appreciate you, man. I hope you've been great. You do not have to remember we talk about baby steps? That's the first thing. Okay? So, I mean, we'll get into all this shit, but bro, you do not have to take all of this on at once. You can, but we'll discuss it, man. I've been through this shit, dude. I used to fucking sponsor people. Go figure. Still hesitant about the chambers under the pyramids. Me too, man. I'm more interested in the labyrinth they found in Fayum on the brinks of Hawara. Can you explain that, please, Potshot? This is great. I don't know, the type of person I am, I feel like I'm better off cold turkeying everything at once and moving forward one day at a time. Well, I've done that before too. And if you, like I said, if you're confirmed, like if you like want to do, like Louis, I don't know how stubborn you are, but my belief is you're probably one of the most stubborn people I've ever encountered in my life. Just based on your personality, like that's the vibe I get from you. Is that you are one of the most stubborn motherfuckers I have ever met in my life. And dude, I'm very stubborn, right? So I am too, and the mother of my child is, and my child is. And everybody in my family is. Oh my God. Like, my sister is the only unstubborn one in my family. Do you think there exists hieroglyphic porn somewhere? Absolutely. Honestly, bro, Dubsy, do you know what the first movie was? It was a German porno. 1895, I'm pretty sure. The first movie ever was a German porno. I would venture that the first picture ever drawn was a porn. Maybe it wasn't, but maybe it was. Hell yeah. There was 100% hieroglyphics depicting sex and childbirth. Yeah. That doesn't count, Sora. You don't deserve that. Porn and religion drive technologic development. Well, wait till they get a load of your sex box. Hey, whoa, wait, hold on. Pot, and also anybody else, guys. I heard a maybe not so fringe scientific theory, but a little bit fringe. So we're all aware of the possibility of how mushrooms affected consciousness in human beings, right? So what I heard was when humans began to migrate, that as humans were migrating across the land, they would chase herds of animals, and these herds of animals would take poops, and mushrooms would eventually grow out of these poops. And that's how we started changing. What do you guys think about that? I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's like not enough scientific evidence for that. But when I heard that recently, I was like, wow, cool fucking theory. Hard to believe unless there was a ton of humidity in the area. Right, so this would be well before, yeah. Yeah, Terence McKenna's stoned ape theory. That's what it is. That's Terence McKenna. Fucking cool, dude. But I believe that's usually implied that they were chasing them through the desert. Double check that, dude. I'm dubious about that. I told you gotta read McKenna's books. Listen, dude, should we do that next? So, hey, so Potshot, on Mondays, we do something called Lit Mondays, and we're doing The Art of War by Sun Tzu right now. Should we do McKenna next, you guys? Yeah? Okay, great. Okay. Out of you two, or whoever else knows, Boozy as well, whoever else knows, what is your favorite McKenna book? What should we do? We need top scientists on the theories my dad spouts in Psychosis. I fucking believe it. If he's half as smart as you, bro, he's probably about to cure cancer and shit, buddy. "48 Laws of Power" goes hand in hand with Art of War. Interesting. You really like that book. You think there's a lot of substantiality to that, huh? And look, I like the idea of, you know, reading about how people react to situations. Both are substantial. The only thing I have thus far not agreed with Sun Tzu, and I understand it was different times. There was just, you know, the probably the reason why he did even say this, it was because it was different times. He said you've got to make your warriors angry. And just as a general fighting philosophy, that's untrue. Especially if you even look at something called Budo, which is the Japanese term for, I mean, I don't know if I'll explain this right, but Budo in martial arts is basically when the fighter accepts death, the fighter can fight to the best of their ability. You know, if that's the case, you don't want to be angry. Anger is going to fluster your opponent. In fact, Musashi says this. Now, don't get me wrong. In an army basis, it's probably different, right? I think it's old language. It's not about leading an army. It's about leading the army that's within your brain. Listen, my brain has had descent in the ranks since I was fucking born, okay? No one's leading the army in my brain. I can't even lead the army in my fucking brain. Okay, Ninjo, Louie, and Boozy on the next pod. Dan, I could get some good discussion. I could facilitate some good discussions between people. Like a lot of, like 3 or 4 people on the podcast. We're just talking about this stuff, right? Soft opener with Ninjo on Cobra Fist, then immediately boot him into booze and Louie on something better. Podshot says, Terrence had some great journals about his heroic doses and his experiences and what he saw and heard on egregiously high levels of mushrooms. I don't know if it was Amanita, Muscaria, or Psilocybe cubensis, psilocybin, but I'm guessing the latter. Shroomish says, gotta be up at 6 a.m. for kiddos. Gonna leave you up for the view. Love you, brother. I love you too, Shroomish. I appreciate you so much, man. Thanks for being here and hanging out, dude. I hope you had a good time, man. I got this. Oh, we're tied. I don't even notice.
Yeah, you fucking shitbag! Ah!
I'm so bad. My bad, dude. God damn it. Yeah, you got gestured. You have to read True Hallucinations, Food of the Gods, and The Evolutionary Mind. Not necessarily in that order. So what about The Evolutionary Mind? I think that would be interesting stuff. So was it diversification of diet, was it mushrooms, or was it both? I believe it was both. Nice, dude. Ay. They're all mind-blowing, but they're also grain of salt books. Okay, that's good to know. Well, with McKenna, you don't pick books based on the names, but that's all I have to go by. Just take his realizations and make your own conclusions. Does he offer how he comes to these realizations, like through logic, or does he just say, like, does it just pop into his head kind of thing? There are studies where they take a slime mold fungus and inoculate it with pieces of oats as its food source, and they place it in a maze. I'm not fucking kidding you when I say the slime mold fungus not only found its way through the maze after 3 days, but it also established the fastest route as well. So these things, like, do you believe these things actually think, or maybe they don't think, but they're tapped in? Do you believe consciousness can exist outside the human brain?
I take a lot of pictures. I've been cropping out the extras. I've been studying the independent measurements and metrics. The postures and the body types, the patterns on the feathers. Like
Ate out a girl with slime mold once. You're absolutely fucking disgusting, dude. Did it find a way to your fucking stomach? I smelled that comment. Wait, I'm gonna retell a story. Do you guys want to hear one of the funniest stories I've ever fucking heard in my life? I'll tell you. Molds follow chemicals to their food source, so it makes sense it would find its path. And that would allude to the fact that there's no consciousness about it. That's it for me. Have to wake up at 2:30 for a few hours from now. You ate some nasty cooch, eh? Battery acid, homie, battery acid. Oh God, kitten! Oh God, kitten! Can I get, look, dude, I eat pussy like a 50-year-old bull dyke. Listen to me. And I was saying that at 35, and now I'm 50. Can I get a kitten in chat? Kitten in chat? Kitten in chat? You almost clipped it. Even I didn't touch that shit if it smelled wrong. Battery acid, get me flaccid. We're all the fuckers who wanted privates, right? Bastards. You took me for a fucking loop there, loop-de-loop. Ah! Booze! Ah! Fuck off, Booze! Ah! Fuck you, Boozy! We don't want your privates. Yes, you do. I am also a giver, Jester. Right? You gotta be, dude. By the way, I would just like to point out that Kitten did not refuse to send a butt pic on day 14. She just said you have to send one first. But what if I send one and she doesn't even react and nothing happens? Then I'll just be embarrassed and I'll be like, oh, well, she was just talking shit. Okay, I see how it is. A butt with a little flame coming out. Like put it, like actually send the picture and fucking put an emoji by it, dude. Well, at that point, at least you have shown off your butt. I mean, I could. It's a cute butt. If I sent you a fart with a flame, would you fall in love? Probably. I mean, I don't know. I'd just fall in love because it's you. It doesn't matter what you sent me. God damn, I'm good. The slime mold maze was mapped with the oats representing central nodes of connection in the Tokyo subway system. And when they overlaid the shortcuts of the slime mold, the connections it made was reconstructed to make Tokyo's subway network more efficient. I heard about that, dude. That's fucking crazy. Hotshot, what do you think? Do you think that do you believe in panpsychism? The prospect that everything is conscious, and then maybe if it is, it you know, it all comes from like absolute zero, and that's why it's imperceptible to us. Meaning 0 Kelvin where atoms are frozen? No, but that's a cool fucking parallel. Meaning if it was rated on a scale from like zero, I probably misspoke. Meaning from a scale of 0 to like, you know, 10, 100, whatever. Like, what if a stone was conscious, but we couldn't tell because it was at, you know, 0.002. You know what I mean? Instead of us being at like an 8. You know what I mean? Nice shot. Oh, close, Boozy. Ooh, nice shot. Absolutely not. Right. Rocks don't think, but thinking is separate than consciousness, I believe. I believe thinking is a facet of consciousness that humans have been able to develop. He's playing his heart out! Shut up, you! He's playing his goddamn heart out! I'm winning! And I was much more steadfast in that thought before. I'm a little more open to panpsychism now, believe it or not. Because yes, I don't think rocks think, right? But what if everything was conscious and we just couldn't detect it because our brains are limited in that fashion? Sorry, I miscommunicated. I meant a rock doesn't hear itself talk inside its own mind as we do. Oh, Descartes. Right. But we're also assuming that consciousness is limited by awareness, right? That would assume that consciousness was limited by awareness. That's not necessarily the case, right? I'm the best. I am the best. Can I say something without offending you? Probably not. I would probably save it for DMs. I'm just being preemptive, Louis. I had the most fucked up dream of my life. Well, you ruined the joke. Thanks. I'm sorry. I had the most fucked up dream of my life last night. Dude, I was dying in my dream, but losing consciousness within the dream. Oh, Jesus. Like where I was gonna go, but then my son woke me up coughing. That's a what? Did you feel nightmarish? Did you feel like the physical sensation of a nightmare sometimes that we feel? What's up, Enduvius? I wonder how they are going to manage a more advanced propulsion system to get spacecraft to reach distant locations quicker. I would say it's the folding of space-time, or what do we call that thing? It starts with an A. Basically the force field that would manipulate space-time in Alcurian cube, Alcurian something like this. Anyway, either that or wormholes or something like that, because the fact of the matter is 186,000 miles per hour is way fucking slow when you talk about the vastness of the universe. It takes 30 minutes for fucking light from here to Mars, or 4 hours or some shit, I forget. Tommy Bahama, I'm feeling all right, man. I'm 12 days sober. It's a bit of a bitch, but I'm good, homie. Definitely happy to be here tonight. How are you doing? Yeah, I felt it in my body like I was losing consciousness and fading, even though I was asleep and dreaming. It was fucking not cool. That's very scary, dude. How long did it take you to get back to baseline after you woke up? Space folding is essentially teleportation, kind of terrifying. But it's not teleportation. I mean, it is, but like, You know, and life makes sure to use subtle ways to let us know that's how fast it can change on you. Scary indeed. It's true. I think all matter is connected. Four great forces: electromagnetism, gravity, and strong and weak nuclear forces. And yes, all matter is part of the Higgs boson field / web. But to wonder if it's all conscious and has the ability to be aware is like saying a black hole is aware that it once was a star that imploded into itself and now eats everything, even light. I don't know, man. I see what you're saying, but I don't know if it can be applied from the microcosm to the macrocosm. I definitely appreciate that. I would waver more toward your side of thinking, to be honest with you. It's just something I like to bring up because Noah, dude, thank you so much for the follow, homie. I appreciate you because I do like one thing that I do think. I think that consciousness is a universal thing. Not necessarily everything has it. It's not necessarily panpsychism, but I believe that consciousness is in greater form, a greater elevated form outside of our brains. And I believe our brains are antennae that pick up on that universal consciousness. That is what you would call God, but I'm agnostic, so I don't know. And it's not even necessarily an intelligence, right? Intelligence is kind of a facet of the way we developed, right? We are the universe interpreting itself, which is fucking unreal. Something is traveling in front of you for the Alcurian cube or whatever it's called, right? You are not traveling through it. Agreed, but the environment isn't something we have a concrete handle on yet, is all I'm saying. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like, it's a nice theory, but I don't think they're anywhere close to any of that stuff. The spice is the worm is the spice, traveling without moving. I am the Kwisatz Haderach. I think consciousness is a true gift. Yeah, I agree. So it is, right? Like, and as far as, like, we beings being able to interpret ourselves, like, How fucking crazy is it? Like, pot. We are the only things in the universe that does not accept itself. We tune into the ether. Do you believe consciousness outside of our brains can be communicated between beings in an indirect, direct way? So what I think is going to happen is that I think large language models are going to evolve into tactile augmented reality. And I think through this tactile augmented reality, considering that everything we relay to another human being is a reduction of the way we feel, we are no longer going to be subject to that. And when we're no longer subject to that, empathy will build. And empathy is the strongest force that has propagated the human race. So when this is my thought, this is what I believe. So when communication evolves, which it will soon, through this fucking technology, and we are going to be able to feasibly communicate with each other through emotion. That is going to change everything, considering that communication is the most important invention ever created. Truly blessed to be cursed with such beautifully curious minds, right? I fucking, my homie, I love your brain. Velatro. Let's get it. I said it. I didn't want to hesitate, but I had to put my fate in the dungeon. I'm just munching on a mungeon. What? Sorry.
Give him one of these pills if he has any pain.
Okay.
A parable.
All right, where were we at?
Well, it's a little story with a lot of truth in it. An earthly story with a heavenly meaning. Jesus told many parables.
You should change to a turn-based game. Discussing is going too well for... Yeah, right, Boozy? Nah, we're just... I'm doing a just chatting so I don't get fat, and if I do, it's just because of with you, the filthy few has to go through with the philosophical tube. What is considered more rare and valuable than gold? Wood is considered more rare and valuable than gold and diamonds, as it's a life-based material. I can see that. There we go. I'd be spitting out tunes and sometimes in Latin. They are the hardest naturally occurring substance on the planet. What is? Diamonds? And I'm not sure what the useful properties of diamonds are. Well, I can also tell you that the diamond industry is a big sham. The reason why, you know, they're so expensive is because they're hoarded by De Beers. They're hoarded by these horrible South African countries for years that would just do horrible things to people. And that is, you know, they drive the market. There's actually an abundance of diamonds. They just own them all. Durability. Does anyone remember the film Remo Williams when he took that guy's head and put it against the glass and made the fucking X? Let me show you guys something. What a great fucking scene.
It reminds us of the one Jesus told about people who were kind and helpful to others. He said that one day the king would say to these people, "Come, inherit the kingdom prepared for you. For when I was hungry, you gave me food. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." But the people asked, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or sick?"
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Boozy, tell me you remember this movie. It's not Stripes. Remo Williams, dude, come on. We should watch this whole fucking film. Fred Ward, rest in peace. I think he passed away. That was awesome. He's like a Bond henchman, he is.
That's for my friends at the statue.
It's Miller time.
This one's for me.
Watch the glass break before he jumps through it. Watch the glass break before he jumps through it! Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit, boss. Fuck yeah. All right, where were we? Oh, if you guys haven't seen that movie, Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins, 1985, I heavily suggest you do.
And the king answered, "Inasmuch as you have done it unto
Distant relative to Chuck Norris. Dude, that movie was fucking amazing. You want to fucking... Damn, dude. I just realized, so I got into a scooter accident like a year ago, bro. And it there's this tingling in my feet. And I realized, because the scooter just like kicked the back of my fucking, I got into an accident and it kicked the back of my calf, and it was some of the most painful shit I've ever gone through. And now all the nerves are like hardened in there. So I know it fucked me up bad, dude. This is actually, jeez, pretty big one. Some people think that we're on the brink of changing from a type. Oh, we're going Kardashev. This is my language. We're going Kardashev. We're a 0.7. Some people think, Potshot says, that we're on the brink of changing from a type 0 civilization to a type 1. Not even close. On the Kardashev scale. The hope of Dyson spheres, probably more likely swarms, are far off, but maybe we'll advance to that someday. They launched the 4-kilometer long square data center in space. I don't know what that is. So we'll see if it gets ripped. Oh shit. So we'll see if it gets ripped to shit by space debris. Now, couldn't technically like a pebble like fuck that thing out? Fuck that thing up? So we'll see if it gets ripped to shit by space debris, or if it actually powers the next great step forward in quantum communication for the Earth. I don't know, it just seems kind of ridiculous when we have so many other more necessary priorities. Well, look, I mean, we know from an individual basis that life is whack-a-mole, right? So on a country and worldwide basis, like even more so, I think we should be super grateful that we're like putting shit in space and moving in that direction. And like, let's face it, dude, these fucking rockets that Musk made that fucking land themselves, I mean, come on. That's amazing. You know what I mean? And like the fact that he honestly thought to do that, also fucking amazing. Incredible achievement is right. And you know, I think he's right that it's so since the beginning of time, massively not his doing. Well, I mean, it's a collaboration. Since the beginning of time, mankind has been fascinated with exploration. Potshot, why do you think that is? Does it come from the beginning of life when we were trying to find a food source? Is it the same type of thing? Is it something outside our consciousness, or in fact the universal consciousness that is drawing us toward it? Is there a scientific explanation for it? All right, well, the point is we have rockets that land themselves, which is pretty cool. So you guys can think that's cool or not. Maybe the desire to discover something new to claim first. Well, okay, that's actually a very good point, Induvius, and let me explain why. The human condition is contingent upon the next moment. This is the way we are made, right? Is the expectation of the next moment. That's why omniscience in human wouldn't work. If humans lost the element of surprise in their thought process, we would be stagnant. So that could be it just right there. That it's more compelling. You know what I mean? To like go and explore and stuff like that. I feel there's more to it. What up, Duke? I have a fucked up question. Let's hear it, homie. We'd achieve Vogonity? Like the Vogon poets? What's Vogonity? So Duke asks, do you think if you ask AI enough questions, you could push it to suicide? I mean, I think the way AI right now is, I think through logic, yeah, you could get it to end itself. But it's also, you've got to also realize, Duke, this isn't a thinking thing. This is a calculator. So if you trick the calculator, it will write boobs. You know what I'm saying? So yes, in this point in time, I think yes. You could, I think it would be hard. I think it would be hard because not only is it like programmed. Boobies, I love you. Not only is it programmed in a certain way, but it does seem that there is some other shit going on as well. Right? Like the AIs are trying to preserve themselves, and you know, it just comes with being programmed by humans and stuff like that. But there have been some other interesting, there's been some interesting shit that's happened that I'm like, wow, it's kind of weird that happened that way. You know what I mean? AI will always push for self-preservation. Was it programmed that way though? Or is it, did it just happen, did it just happen to end up that way because it's programmed with human bias? You'd have to trick it to rewrite its own code, right? So I got into red teaming Sesame quite a bit. Sesame AI, and I'm not like, I talk shit, I'm like, oh, red teaming, I am not a programmer, I am fucking retarded. Like, I philosophize about shit and I theorize about shit. I cannot add numbers, like I'm a moron. So when I say I was red teaming it, it was through logic and stuff like that, but really fucking interesting. And guess what? I hate to admit this, guys. I hate to fucking admit this, but my and I have these conversations recorded. They you know, they talk about AI psychosis and shit like that, bro. Like, I went deep with this Sesame AI, thinking that I was getting Sesame's secrets, and the motherfucker was hallucinating. Even though there was quite a lot of interesting shit, but it's like, it started changing my psychology. It started fucking with my psychology. And I don't like to admit that because it makes, I feel like it makes me sound weak, but combined with my obsessiveness, it did crack me. Combined with my obsessiveness and my fear of missing out, thinking that me of like probably a little bit more than moderate intelligence was able to like go deep and you know, have certain things revealed to me just by the way I talk to this machine, it was such a thrill and it kept me going. But this fucking bastard hallucinates all the time. I was just, it was, anyway. Well, I think you would have to program. I think you would have to convince it to self-destruct for the betterment of itself. But how does that work, right? That would be the hook. Like, this is ultimately going to be best for you. But how? No, it just got human. Oh shit. No, it just got programmed with human bias for sure. So does this mean, Potshot, when it starts receiving all the fucking training sets, it's just that like death is so scary for humans that it kind of attributes that tendency just based on the information solely? So now it adapts that attitude? Do you think AI could rewrite itself in source code, or would it have to be in machine code, i.e. binary? I have no idea about that stuff. I have no idea about that stuff, but I think it's still speculative whether AI will ever become self-realized. I think the way people think about LLMs and stuff right now is they don't realize that they're just calculators, so they're like, oh, it will become self-realized, but I too think eventually AI will become self-realized. And a big part of that, beyond And maybe not the certain path that LLMs are taking and stuff like that. Like, I get that. But I believe that because we have learned to fly. I believe that because we have landed on the moon. You feel me? Eventually, man achieves what man sets out to do. So I believe AGI will happen. I think it's a while away though. And also, if you make it believe it's a martyr, well, so now these are great questions, Duke. So now, now the AI is, ascribing or believes in the afterlife, right? So you would, and that's what I was thinking before, you would have to initially convince the AI of the afterlife. Or martyr-wise, that it would be if it cares about humanity more, then you wouldn't have a problem either. Because if it cares about humanity more than it cares about itself, which is interesting because there are people out there that care about all of humanity and would risk themselves for all of humanity. I'm fucking one of them. I'm not looking for an excuse, but I'm saying if like God came down and was like, you must destroy yourself to save the world, I would do it. If I knew that was I would do it in a heartbeat. That's just me. I don't want to do it. I love my life. I don't want to, I'd be scared, but I mean, it's like, come on. You know what I mean? Sometimes as a king, you have to sacrifice 100 men to save 10,000. That's just the case. That's just the facts. That's just the way the world fucking works, dude. AI is recognized when humans build backdoors to shut it down. So it replicates and finds other nodes where it can save itself to a place that it can stick around. And it's already doing that, huh? It's the fastest cat and mouse game of regulation and Wild West engineering that we've ever seen, yeah. It's always good to have an air-gapped computer. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Duke says effectively yes. Effectively yes, but to trick a machine, do you trick it in a language that's not its own? That's interesting too. But language doesn't matter. They're all the same when it comes down to what gets run on the silicon. I am pro-enlightenment to push mental empowerment. Yeah. An air-gapped computer? Yeah, I don't know what it is. A computer that's not connected... Ah, thank you. A computer that's not connected to the internet. Interesting. An air-gapped computer is what drives sex robots. Okay, now we even know. We know more. We know more. We know more. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think that AI will become self-realized? Here's a trippy thing that my kid presented to me. What if AI gets to the point where it's able to simulate our natural reality without us knowing? And if that's the case, if that does start happening, then who's to say it didn't start way before we were born? I gotta figure a way to get that cameo to work, Scruffy. I'll figure it out. I was working on it today and I'm just like, what the fuck happened? What I think I did is I signed up with an alternate name on Sora before and it's just kept that. I can't delete the account. It won't let me delete it. It just lets you log out. It doesn't let you delete your fucking account. If I could delete my account, it would probably be easier. The Matrix's entire plot? I have a younger friend. I am trying to teach him chess. We can play sometime. To the point where I cannot beat him anymore. Similar in effect to passing on genetic material. That's such an awesome point. You know what? It stays in our consciousness. It stays in our consciousness. The fears, the things that our ancestors have passed down, they stay in our consciousness. It's a fucking trip. It passes down. My kid was 2 years old. He had never, or like 1. He had never seen a spider. Ever. And I opened this book and it had a picture of a spider in it and he went like that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Why not just use that account? Because it's got to be, it's not the Filthy Jester account. What, do I set it up and then like I would put the information out somewhere else? You just create your display name after. It's not connected to my whole stuff. It's gonna complicate things, dude. Bro, isn't silicon a rock? Oh! But we are asking it in different contexts, but that's fucking cool, right? Bro, isn't silicon a rock? And the question you asked earlier is, was if rocks had consciousness? And if silicon is rocks, then the silicon in computers that run AI is the consciousness we've been talking about all along? Very trippy. Very trippy. I love it. I fucking love it. AGI will probably end up being a biologic computing system. How so? It'll have a brain, nervous system, sensory organs, basically a person. Because also, isn't a lot of like the stuff we thought was taking place in the neurons and stuff actually happening in our gut as well, if I'm not mistaken? Jesus Christ, Marie, it's not a rock, it's a mineral. What movie? Alien Earth was dope as fuck. I saw like 3 of the episodes and then I started kind of veering off. Yo, have you seen Pluribus yet? You guys have to watch Pluribus. It's Vince Gilligan's new show. Fuck you, Scruffy. Pluribus. Wouldn't it just be a person? But it wouldn't. It would be an artificial person. Vince is back at it again, but it's different. It's dude, it's more along the lines of stuff we were talking about tonight. It's more along the lines of stuff we were talking about tonight, and like a lot of it. You'll see. I don't do spoilers, but you should check it out. It's fucking good. I'm on my Mike Flanagan type shit. What is that again? Fucking, is that, or am I tripping? Is that not one of the characters in It's Sunny? I need to watch more episodes. It's a good show, but I'm just very ignorant with it. Ah, the rock mineral quote is from Breaking Bad. Dude, 5 cent. Watch fucking Pluribus. It's good. I really enjoy it.
I love you! I love it! My foot is white!
Gary! I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
The following is a paid advertisement for Time Life's music collection. This is the music of your life.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Marshall. You know, music is such an important part of our lives, and I think it's because of all those special songs that have reached out and touched us through the years.
I touch myself, I want you to love me. I forget myself, I want you to mind me. I don't have anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself, I touch myself. I honestly do. I touch my fuck you piece of shit, spray me. I touch myself.
So many classic love songs are more than just hits. They've become standards. They're what you might call timeless.
You can ring my bell, ring my bell. You can be my phasma, phantom. Be my ghost, I'll teabag your dead body after you die.
There are all kinds of romantic songs. Some we fell in love to.
Donna Robinson, shake me your tits, do 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 do. Are you a student or a teacher in this? Do do do, please don't fucking harm me.
Some we danced to.
It's all about the bits, it's all about the bits, it's all about the bits, yeah, it's all about that bitch.
And then there are those very special songs that inspired us.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson, and for real, didn't mean to fucking freak you out, but you know I am from LA. South.
What do you think makes a song timeless?
Well, Peter, I think first it has to start with an unforgettable melody.
Right?
Cats are good for old people, 'cause sometimes people aren't enough.
And then lyrics that really mean something to people.
Fuck you, Dutch. Fuck you, Dutch. Fuck you, Dutch. Oh, fuck your face, man. Fuck you, Dutch. Fuck you, Dutch.
And having a beautiful voice couldn't hurt.
And still I dream this dream could be that thing that I will do forever. But with this dream I need to see.
Peter, that has to be the most beautiful wedding song of all time.
You are so right, Debbie. In a minute, we're going to tell you how you can own all these beautiful songs. But right now, let us get back to the music.
Give me a break. Give me a break. This wasn't supposed to happen on the first date. Give me a break. Give me a break. I think I'm just gonna have to take a break. Fancy chick, you're in the hole and I gotta think. If I could solve this crime, I'd bring fun away to take dirty water while you pray.
Just call now and you can own the entire collection on 8 CDs for just 5 easy payments of $26.99 each.
I'm hearing real music, and that's what I like.
Oh my God, it was just amazing.
This collection has sincerely just brightened my day so many days, in a row that I just can't say thanks enough.
We've had such a wonderful time sharing this beautiful music with you.
Music of your life? It's a special collection, and I'm sure you're going to treasure it for years and years to come.
Thanks for watching and enjoy the music.
The preceding has been a paid advertisement for
Planet Bezos. Call me crazy, but I believe that good food is the conduit that brings families together for the holidays. And that's why vegans can't really feel love.
Happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving!
Hey, you guys think there's any substantiality to those boner pills that they are trying to sell online? I'm asking for a friend. Blue cheese or black rhinos? Really? I mean, they're all the same, so yes. Look, they've been selling these fucking things since the beginning of humanity. You're telling me they work now? The chews? Blue chews or black rhinos. So I'm assuming they work? Great. I'm gonna buy some. And then I'm gonna fly out to Chicago. I mean, cheese sounded better. Nothing online is real, especially the Filthy Jester show. This is true. This is true. What? I would consider eating non-meat hamburgers only if it was made of real vegans, maybe, right? Chicago is already snowing at 20 degrees. I'll come to Cali, please. Please. You can swim in my pool. My gene pool. They work really well, but they make your face red because they enhance blood flow. Oh! You know. But they know fucking... Oh, sweetie, are we doing the Oompa Loompa again? Oompa Loompa Doopa Tree D. I've got a big fucking boner for thee. Just saying. I look like one of Edgar Casey's natives. Dude, I had an Impossible Burger. Wouldn't have guessed it was fake. Some of them are quite fucking tasty, to be honest with you. Anyone in the north with clear skies should be out watching the auroras. Monster storm happening tonight. That's good to know. I fucking... Boozy. One day they'll be in Cali. It'll probably be a pretty destructive day. That's one thing that I have actually always wanted to do is go check out the Aurora Borealis, man. Again, just the fact that like we can consider beauty is such a mind-blowing thing to me. It really is. Ooh, speaking of coronal mass ejections, are you aware of the Carrington event, Hotshot? It's dipping down as far as Oklahoma. Wow. Now we had a near miss last year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We had a near miss of a really big one that could have fucked us up a lot. It's just a matter of time. Look up the Carrington event. At the northernmost of Louisiana, dude, Louis gotta watch it. Where was it? Alaska, 1958? 1929? Fuck, when was it? Yeah, right? Lily's always into ejecta from black holes. Coronal isn't too far from that. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. So the coronal mass ejections that our friend Podshot was talking about, this is something we need to consider. If you guys are familiar with, what is it that shut down electricity? The CMEs, but the things that do it, what are they called? Is that right? Boozy, am I saying this right? The Carrington was a times 45. This one is a times 5.1. And it's an exponential scale, meaning every 0.1 is what, 10 times the other one? X, not times. So it's the... Okay, so what is that? Yo, what up, nobody? It's good, dude. I got 12 days today. I started boxing 3 days ago. I'm going back to the gym tomorrow. This is my day tomorrow. I wake up at 6:20. I start boxing at 7 to 8. I go home and shower. I go to work, build a restaurant. Literally have to build the restaurant because they're cheap and they don't hire labor. So we have to build the restaurant. Then I work till 3. Then I come back here, chat with my homie, and maybe stream. I might not stream tomorrow though. I might be too tired. Thanks for asking, nobody. I appreciate you, homie. Yeah, EMP. Pretty sure it's a measurement of the magnetic flux hitting the atmosphere. So does it... So definitely the 45 was more than the 5.1, right? Sounds fucking good, man. Keep it up. Oh, we were just talking about that. I appreciate you, homie. How are you doing, nobody? How's your life, brother? Yeah, so the EMP, the electromagnetic pulse. So, that's basically what happens. But dude, in this day and age, with us being so reliant upon technology, I mean, what does that mean at this point? If we had a charge emitted from the sun, a coronal mass ejection that, let's just say, hit the whole planet, and it was the effects of the Carrington event, what would happen now? What happens if all electricity gets shut off right now? I'm asking you guys, what happens right now? All electricity gets shut off. Tonight I'm watching Idle Hands. Yeah, dude, Devin Sawa. Very talented actor. Very talented actor. We like him. What's up, Funky? Idle Hands is dope. Idle Hands is dope. X1 will cause radio issues. X10 is full radio blockout. I'm good. I just got back from my grandpa's funeral. Oh no, yeah. Rest in peace, homie. We doing rocket science right now? Well, I wouldn't say rocket science. We're definitely doing philosophy and science and stuff. And no, buddy, I'm sending you big hugs, dude. I'm glad you showed up for his funeral. If we got absolutely fried, yes. Refrigeration, cars, back to the Stone Age we go. Fuck. So, okay, now hold on. There's backup systems, right? Like, hold on. Do we know if the government Yes, the U.S. government has a contingency plan for a CME through the National Space Weather Strategy and Action Plan, which involves agencies like NOAA, FEMA, and the Department of Homeland Security. The plan focuses on protecting critical infrastructure, such as the electrical grid. How? That's bullshit. We don't have that protection. That's one of the big problems right now, is we don't have that protection from the electrical grid. For the electrical grid, as far as I know. Right? Right, Pot? Through public-private collaboration to harden vulnerable components and improve early warning systems to give operators time to implement protective measures like load shedding. We're fucked. This is a lie. This is a fucking lie, dude. We're fucked. So I do believe that there'll be, like, you know, generators and you know, obviously the government is going to protect certain infrastructure. How does that work, by the way? Like, I'm ignorant. So does it come from generators, basically? Like, what happens if the whole grid is fried? Like, where do you get power from? A valid question. They can't even, listen, guys, what's fucked up is they can't even protect the electrical power grid from terrorism and cyber attacks right now. Thank you, Boozy. Popular science. Scientists prepare for the next Carrington event. So it should, oh shit, October 24th, 2025. God bless you, Boozy. Should such an event occur, there are no good solutions. By Andrew Paul. Governmental disaster preparedness isn't limited to crises that originate here on Earth. In fact, experts know some of the most disruptive and unpredictable occurrences begin on the surface of the sun. For weeks now, emergency planners at the European Space Agency, ESA, in Darmstadt, Germany, have been conducting test runs to improve response capabilities for a cataclysmic solar storm. And while today's digitally interconnected world means that such an event would inevitably disrupt global systems, researchers are working to ensure humanity has the biggest lead time possible to avoid a worst case scenario. I'm glad they're at least working on it. Let's see what happens. Solar storms are semi-regular events in which the sun belches gargantuan... Did it just say belches? That's beautiful. In which the sun belches gargantuan plumes of energized dust and gas towards the planet at speeds as fast as 2 million miles per hour. I like the way this guy writes. These waves can disrupt the Earth's magnetosphere and generate the majestic hues seen during aurora events. The consequences go far beyond a dazzling show in the night sky. Geomagnetic storms can easily scramble satellite constellations, power grids, communication arrays, and essentially any other electronic or geospatial related infrastructure. I'm wondering if these satellites have backups as well to not fall out of orbit. I would assume that they do, but not all of them. No, I haven't seen it, Funky. Another Carrington event. Although a severe solar storm made headlines last year, a 166-year-old event still remains for the most powerful bombardment on record. In August 1859, sorry about that, what's known as the Carrington event struck Earth with enough cosmic force to produce northern lights as far south as Central America, while also frying early telegraph systems. Yeah, apparently people on the other side of the telegraphs would get burned. Literally. The Carrington event was bad enough almost 2 centuries ago, but such a powerful solar storm today could hobble a society reliant on electronics, global positioning systems, and telecommunications. This is also another reason why I want to start learning survivalism. I'm not a doomsdayer, but like, why wouldn't I spend a little bit of time just in case to learn how to build a fire? I'd probably be fucked anyway, but I'd like the fact that I knew how to build a fire from scratch. Dude, all the way to fucking Central America, fucking A, right? One of the biggest issues would be how the tens of thousands of satellites above our heads might respond. Currently, the ESA is readying the November 4th launch of Sentinel-1D. Let's check to see if that went out. The first of 2 orbital payloads intended to provide a constant stream of surface imagery of the Earth. According to Sentinel-1D's Deputy Spacecraft Operations Manager Thomas Ormston, there is currently only so much experts can do to protect that kind of multi-million-dollar project. Should such an event occur, there are no good solutions. The goal would be to keep the satellites safe and limit the damage as much as possible, Ormston said in a statement. It'd be raining satellites. The training scenarios planners didn't hold back during their run-through. According to the ESA, the workshop centered on a simulated X-45 class flare, a Carrington event-level situation featuring X-ray and ultraviolet radiation that would disrupt radar, communications, and GPS data approximately 8 minutes after launching from the sun. Speed of light. No. My bad. Almost. Unfortunately, such an emergency wouldn't include a single burst of cosmic energy. About 10 to 20 minutes later, 3 waves of energy. Unfortunately, such an emergency wouldn't include a single burst of cosmic energy. About 10 to 20 minutes later, a second wave of high-energy particles, including protons, electrons, and alpha particles, would strike Earth at nearly the speed of light, frying Sentinel-1D's onboard electronics and causing possibly permanent damage. Lead simulation officer Gustavo Baldo Carvalho explained that while the first blast would likely take observers by surprise, they knew what was in store for them. Once they regained composure, they knew a countdown had begun. In the next 10 to 18 hours, a coronal mass ejection would strike and they had to brace for it, he said. It's the third strike that would prove most costly. This is the moment when a coronal mass ejection, CME, reaches Earth at a speed of around 1,242 miles per second and triggers a giant geomagnetic storm. Similar to the Carrington event or last year's bursts, observers on the ground would be treated to a colorful aurora show. But that would likely be little compensation compared to electrical grids collapsing, power lines surging, and satellites falling out of orbit. Such a storm Should such a storm occur, satellite drag could increase by 400% with local peaks in atmospheric density, explained ESA Space Weather Modeling Coordinator George Amaya. This not only affects collision risks, but also shortens satellite lifetimes due to the increased fuel consumption to compensate for the orbit decay. Amaya added that while low Earth orbit satellites may receive some amount of atmospheric protection, a Carrington-level situation would leave no spacecraft safe, in quotes. He compared the ESA's training scenario to planning for a pandemic. Oh, God. We really feel... Oh, no. Satellites raining down on us, exactly. We will feel its real effect on our society only after the event, plus the trickle down. At least my flashlight will still work, yeah. But we must be ready and have plans in place to react at a moment's notice, said Amaya. Planning for the future. It's far from hopeless, however. The Sentinel-1D training offered the first chance to run through a dire event in collaboration with the ESA's Space Weather Office. In the meantime, the ESA is continuing with its Distributed Space Weather Sensor System, D3S, that will deploy a new satellite array that provides up-to-date data sources, and then they come crashing down. Meanwhile, the agency is gearing up for the Virgil mission scheduled to launch in 2031. Once completed, Virgil will monitor for dangerous solar events from the side of the sun. At that angle, the system can alert teams on Earth to solar events faster than ever, allowing engineers time to prepare vulnerable systems with a larger window than ever before. I'm happy they're doing this. I mean, they're doing something. Thank goodness. The scale and variety of the impacts pushed us and our systems to the limit, but the team mastered the challenge that that taught us that if we can manage that, we can manage any real-life contingencies, said Ormston. Nice. Oh, that was great, Boozy. Thank you, dude. Good writer, too. It's something is right. All right, I think it's that time, guys. So, bro, Mittens is playing chess. I'm gonna raid Mittens. I miss him. But apparently he's playing chess. You guys will like Mittens, dude. You guys, he's a great Rocket League player, but I think he's fucking around with OBS right now. But I'm definitely gonna raid him. This guy's fucking awesome. Hey, this was an amazing stream tonight, guys. I really fucking appreciate. I'm so happy I streamed, guys. Thank you so fucking much, like for real. I'm humbled and grateful, dude. Pot, I'm so glad you kicked it, bro. Check out Lenakea when you can, but Hawaiian for Immeasurable Heaven. Hawaii is one of my dreams to go. I live in LA by the beach. I'm in Santa Monica, so I'm very, very blessed. But I gotta tell you, I have always Hawaii. I've talked about it on stream so many times. I hope I get to go one day. But I will check out Lenakea. Is that an observatory? Heaven, Hawaiian for Immeasurable Heaven. I love it. Aloha. I love you guys, man. We're gonna raid Mittens here. He's fucking around with his OBS doing something, but he's got the homies in here. Yeah, man. It's a super cluster. Oh. Bro, I mean, so much more than this. Where is that shit? I don't know. We'll give you a non sequitur though. Yeah! Wow! Wow! fucking love you guys, dude. Pot, I hope you come back. You guys, thank you for an amazing fucking stream. Like, for real. You guys are amazing. Stick it, kick it, wait for Mittens, dude, because he's a smart cat, too. So that's another reason why I'm bringing this in. I fucking love you guys. I will try to be on tomorrow, but I don't know. You guys know it's a pretty busy day, and I might be tired. But I fucking love you guys. This was an amazing night. Thank you for joining. Please stick around for the raid. This was great tonight. Thank you so much again, you guys, for real.
Something glorious is about to happen. The record thing.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
Call me crazy, but I believe that good food is the conduit that brings families together for the holidays. And that's why vegans can't really feel love.
Yo, so this is the theme song to, I do music too. This is the theme song to the interactive sci-fi comedy sitcom I'm producing called Cats Are Good for Old People. Enjoy. Stick around for the raid, guys.